And welcome to the Zizzer pregame on Hot Country KDY. I'm Harlan Hutchison on this Football Friday. Zizzer football tonight with a game that we've been kind of pointing at since the season began, and certainly the way it's played out for both teams. Both have made it through the first 4 games undefeated. Both are state ranked, and tonight we'll have the West Plains Zizzers hosting the Camdenton Lakers. And we'll talk about Camdenton here in just a little bit. And we hit the midway point of the season tonight, the regular season, with the Lakers in town. Let's start, first of all, with Joel Wyatt, the head coach of the West Plains Zizzers, talking about last week's 28-7 win over the Rolla Bulldogs, which I thought that score was a little deceiving. I thought West Plains probably is much better. My former football coach back in high school days, Larry Sylvie, likes to use the analogy, if they played 10 times, how many would you win? And I think if West Plains played Rolla 10 times, they'd win probably 9. West Plains, to me, just that much better. Camdenton tonight, a little bit of a horse of a different color. They really put the boots to Rolla earlier this year. But first of all, let's talk about that Rolla game with the Zizzers last week. And Jesse Hudson started it with a bang with a 90-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Head coach Joel Wyatt talks about last week's Rolla game.
You know, we started the game out great. Jesse Hudson took a kickoff back. So we're up 7-0, and then we get a stop on defense, and then we go down and score on a screen. So we're up 14-0, and things are looking good. And but a credit to Rolla. You know, they kept battling, and they got a quarterback that's a playmaker. And, you know, he gave us some fits a little bit on the edge. And so, you know, before you know it, it's 14-7 game. And we did score before half to give us a little bit of a cushion. 21-7 as Heston punched another one in. And so, you know, it's a ball game, still 21-7 at the end of 3. Again, because like I said, the third quarter, we should have scored once or twice because the defense gave us a short field. First play of the fourth quarter, Heston pops a 65-yarder on a buck sweep there down the sideline in front of our bench, and you know that put us up 28-7 and played a lot of bend but don't break defense. Rolla moved the ball, won a couple of possessions. Ryland Kinslow came up with a big interception for us, and you know the defense just played big when it had to.
Final score in the game was 28-7, but it could have been a lot worse. The Zizzers had 3 touchdowns called back last week.
Well, obviously the thing we need to work on is we got to clean up the penalties. That's just getting to the point of ridiculous. You know, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. You know, we had back-to-back touchdowns called back. You know, poor Jesse Hudson, he's had 3 touchdowns called back this year. You know, just holding out on the perimeter. You know, one was a questionable call. The other one, we just reached out and grabbed a guy, you know. Just obvious mistakes that we can't do. You know, we had a couple pre-snap penalties. You know, we had 70 yards in penalties on offense. You know, sooner or later, that's going to come back and bite you. You know, you can't be in 1st and 20, 2nd and 18. And it's not just a 10-yard penalty when you break a long run. You know, we had a couple of them that were, when you do the yardage, the 30-yard touchdown run, and you go back, it's a 40-yard penalty. By the time you mark it and go back 10. And, you know, we had in one, it was a 24-yard differential in yardage. Killing ourselves offensively. Defense gave us a short field to start the third, just what we wanted. Ball around midfield, and you know, we can't convert. We get penalties. We throw a couple errant balls that were just simple throw and catch type of deals. You know, from that standpoint, it's aggravating. You know, when you only punt twice, you should be scoring more than that.
Tonight's opponent, the Camdenton Lakers. They're 4-0. They have only played 1 home game. They're 3-0 away from Bob Shore Stadium. They have given up only 35 points this year and scored 175. They've been tested once, and that was against Kickapoo. Kickapoo essentially had them beat early fourth quarter, and they let Camdenton block a punt in the end zone for a touchdown, and it just went downhill from there. And eventually, the Lakers were able to beat the Chiefs in a thrilling ending by a final score of 24-21. Bear Shore is their quarterback. He's been around, seems like forever. He's the coach's son, and Coach Wyatt talks about the Lakers.
You know, they've got the ability to score quick. You know, number 13, he's an all-conference receiver. That's Bear's go-to guy. You know, they've got pretty good chemistry, and And, he's their punter, he's their kicker. And so and they'll even put this 13 I'm talking about, they'll even put him back at quarterback, just try to give a little different look. So yeah, they've got the ability to score quick and ranked in Class 5 for a reason. They're going to spread you out, and they're mostly 3-by-2 look, occasionally getting some 4-by-1. 3-by-2 is their base formation. They're in the same sets as Glendale, but just maybe a little bit different alignment by splits, by their receivers, a little bit different passing concepts. And like all teams, you can tell they've got their go-to stuff that they throw more than their other things, a handful of times a game. It's kind of their go-to plays, just like everybody has.
This football game tonight has all the ingredients of a great football game. And as I was talking to Joel this morning, I said, it'd be great to have a huge crowd for the ball game tonight.
Yeah, you got two undefeated state-ranked teams. From what I've been told when I got here, it's developed in kind of a rival game. So, anytime you can get it at home and anytime you can pack the house, kids feed off that energy when they're on the sideline. They can hear that crowd behind them. I think it does make a difference. So, we want everybody to get out there tonight and support these kids.
Injuries are something you always battle in football, and here we are at the midway point of the season, and teams take stock of where they are health-wise. I talked to Coach White about that this morning as well, and things have actually got much better.
It's kind of ironic that we are more healthy week 5 than we were week 1 because of a couple of preseason injuries. So, yeah, Woody Rogers has been back now for 3 weeks. Carter McCracken got healthy week 2, but he's just been playing defense because he's had that big cast on. We're hoping sometime in the near future to get him on the offensive side because, like I've been saying for weeks now and all summer, he's our best runner in between the tackles. He gives us another dimension, and that also allows Heston to get outside there in his receiver position.
Schedule of games around the area tonight. This is the headliner as far as we're concerned, but there are other games. Bolivar plays at Glendale tonight. It'll be Rolla at Springfield Hillcrest. Waynesville is at Lebanon in the Ozark Conference. Kickapoo plays at Parkview. Other games in our area will have Ava playing at Salem. Mountain Grove will be playing against Kabul. Liberty will be at Willow Springs. Other games will have the Mountain Home Bombers still trying to find their first win, but so's Russellville. The Bombers are 0-4. Russellville's 0-3. That game being played at Russellville. Meanwhile, Salem will play at Atkins. The Greyhounds off to a good start, 3-1. That includes a win over Thayer. Undefeated Gosnell will be at Highland this evening, and it'll be Yellville Summit visiting the Melbourne Bearcats, both teams undefeated. And tomorrow, the Thayer Bobcats will play an SCA game at Houston. And finally, voice of the Missouri State Bears, Art Haynes, is reported to be in critical condition in a Springfield hospital with a problem associated with his immune system. His son, who broadcasts with Art on his daily sports talk show in Springfield, also said Art is suffering from Guillain-Barré, which can be, at least in short term, crippling for some. Missouri State has no better ambassador than Art. He's a member of the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame and is one of the nicest people that you've ever met. So our prayers go to Art and his family for a quick recovery. That does it for our pregame for tonight as we go to McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium. Coming up next, kickoff time. This should be, as one famous announcer says, a slobber knocker. It'll be a dandy between the Lakers and the Zizzers. It's coming up next. That's our pregame. And join us now for Zizzer football on the way on today's Hot New Country KDY.
This has been the pregame show on Hot Country KDY. Stay tuned. Zizzer kickoff time is coming up next on your home for the Zizzers, KDY.
Mother Nature here, and I am not happy. Old Man Winter and I have been having words. I am determined to fight for warmer weather, but something tells me he's going to be a real jerk and turn on the cold whether I like it or not. Well, I'll show him.
Butler Heating and Air and GeoComfort can help. Call Butler Heating and Air in West Plains now for a free estimate on a GeoComfort geothermal system. Butler Heating and Air, your authorized GeoComfort geothermal dealer.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Are you in the market for a new home in the West Plains area? Hi, my name is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have many years of real estate lending experience and want to help you find the right loan. So when you're ready to purchase that new home, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
AS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY. West Plains Zizzers football on Hot Country KDY. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Zizzer Coin Laundry, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Lock and Key, West Plains Bank and Trust Company, USA Mortgage, West Plains, Taylor Grubauer, Chevrolet, Buick GMC, along with Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, State Farm Insurance, Justin Shelby, SMP Quality Auto Glass, TLG Peterbilt, Pepsi Mid-America. Also brought to you by Ozarks Healthcare Medical Equipment, Ozarks Healthcare, by Ozarks Hills Realty, Century 21, Monty's Outdoors, Long Electric, J&J Recovery, Hawkins Home and Lawn, Edgeler and Harper, Don's Auto Service, Current Incorporated, Captain D's, Butler Heating and Air, by Bureau, Brown Furniture and Appliance, Bailey Chevrolet, Pontiac GMC, and by Assurance Realty.
And now West Plains Zizzers football on the official home of the Zizzers, Hot Country KDY.
Welcome to McDonald's Field, Zizzer Stadium. We're at the midway point of the season tonight. It's week 5, and tonight 2 undefeated teams will play as we've been setting up over the last few minutes. I'm Harlan Hutchison to my right. Good to have Reed Grigsby back as we get ready for Coach White kind of alluded to that. This has turned into, over the course of years, a pretty good rivalry between these two teams, West Plains and Camdenton.
Yeah, and it's always a great game for the most part. I mean, over the course of the last 10 to 15 years, some of the better high school football games I've ever seen have been between the West Plains Zizzers and the Camdenton Lakers. Sometimes there's been those odd years where we've had our way with them and they've had their way with us, but for the most part, it has been a consistently close, tough matchup between these two teams.
Over the past 4 seasons or thereabouts, West Plains has come out on top most of the time, although the Lakers did win an overtime game in Camdenton, but that's the kind of game you'd expect with these two football teams. Jeff Shore is the head coach. His son, Bear Shore, is the quarterback. And things have really changed when it comes to Camdenton football, because when Bob Shore, the guy the stadium up there is named after, well, I say that, but nobody else really played that spread wide open offense, and I thought that'll be the day when they do that at Camdenton, as long as Bob Shore's alive, whether he's coaching or not. Nope. That's what they do now.
Yeah, so I mean, you're going to see an offense most of the time. This is what's scary about Camdenton. You're going to see that spread offense similar to a Glendale-type offense, but when they get in the red zone, they absolutely have the ability to line up in a power formation and just cram it down your throat. So you kind of have to be prepared for both offensive sets, and your defense has to be on their toes to know what to look for and be ready at the time of the snap.
The captains have met, and we'll have the kickoff coming up here in just a moment. And the captains for West Plains tonight are Magnus Sanders, Jesse Hudson, Logan Seitz, and Watson Hafer. The Zizzers lineup has not changed for tonight, with a couple of exceptions. Defensively, Joel says that he is going to have Alex Judd out of the lineup and replacing him with Aiden Simpson. So they're going with another defensive back with their defensive set tonight, plus Logan Seitz is going to be on the nose this evening on defense, and he's played really well this year. The Zizzers won the toss, and so they go back to receive in the red
and they'll be going from left to right here on the radio from north to south. Partly cloudy and 70 degrees, and a wind coming out of the southeast at 7 miles an hour, so it's not much of a
Good
factor.
football weather. Absolutely
Really
beautiful.
good football weather. Well, who was it? I can't remember the name of the naval commandant in the War of 1812 who said, and this is misquoted, he said, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." Over the course of years, that has changed to "we have met the enemy and they are us."
Yeah.
And we have been, we were Rolla's best defense last week with 3 touchdowns called back because of penalties.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's an indication of a young team that's still growing and still learning. And I watched the replay of that. I wasn't able to watch it live, but those penalties were actually legit, and we were doing a little bit of holding, and you can't really do that, especially when you're out in the space. And so hopefully we can get those things cleaned up.
All right, 3 back deep, and we're ready to go. And here's the kick. It goes toward the sideline out of bounds, and that will be an illegal procedure penalty. I guess they watched the film last week and watched Jesse Hudson run 90 yards for a touchdown.
I think Jesse Hudson is one of those. He's one of my favorite players of all times. I'm not going to lie to you. I just love his style of play, but he's so soft-spoken and kind of flies under the radar. But, man, he can hurt you from anywhere on the field, in my opinion.
So illegal procedure is the call. They'll mark the football. I was thinking they would mark it at the 35-yard line. That is where they'll put it on the right hash mark. So we're just about ready to go as the Zizzers take the ball on offense for the first time tonight. Aiden Simpson will be at quarterback. We'll split Briggs Houston wide out to the left side. Jesse Hudson is to the right, and Watson Hafer is in the slot right. 2 backs back there with Aiden Simpson from the 35, motion man from the right side. And now a full backfield and a handoff to Hudson, stretches it wide, turns it up, and he'll only get a couple of yards near the 37-yard line. And the Camdenton Lakers did a good job stringing that play out, Reed.
Yeah, Camdenton Lakers have always played tough-nosed defense. They're gonna try to win the battle in the trenches. Linebackers fit really well. They get it right in the hole and make sure that they can string it out. So we're gonna have our offensive line's gonna have the work cut out for them tonight.
Let's see what Camdenton shows here on 2nd down and 9. They have 3 down linemen. Simpson, option to the right, tosses it back, turns it up inside, and he'll get to the 40 to the 41-yard line. And the flag is on the play. That's going to be holding, I can guarantee it. Yep.
Holding's kind of been our Achilles heel. Here we are, week 5 in the season, and it still's going to rear its ugly head and bite us.
There's number 1, 5-yard penalty. That takes away a gain of a couple, maybe 3. And instead, we'll move it back from the point of the foul all the way to the 28. I can tell you this. If we do that stuff tonight, we ain't going to win tonight.
Yeah,
you don't get away with that against good teams.
Against good teams, you have to clean that up. That is a fact.
17 yards to go now for the first down. Let's see how the Lakers react to that. See if they soften up a little bit on defense. And now Heston Miller will split out wide to the right side, 3 wide to the left. Motion man, they'll fake it, they'll throw it, a little bubble screen, cuts it up inside, and a gain up to the 35-yard line, so a gain of 7 on the play. And so it'll bring up pretty much 3rd down and close to 10 yards.
Yeah, third and long for the West Plains Zizzers here, and you got your work cut out for you against a very tough Camdenton defense. So it's very important this part of the game to convert this first down and see if we can get a drive going.
Jesse Hudson on the reception that time, pickup of 7, and it is going to be 3rd down and 10. Got to get it to the 45, to their own 45-yard line. Briggs Houston is out wide right this time. This time Hudson is in the slot to the left. Motion man, they'll hand it off to Miller. Goes to the right, 35, cuts it up 40, 45, 50. First down and a lot more, and out of bounds on the Camdenton side of the 50. First down, West Plains on a big run from scrimmage by Heston Miller. He'll pick up, hard to tell, about 23 yards it looks like.
Yeah, great run that time by Miller. He got up the sideline, found a little space. You give him a little bit of space, he's going to get yardage. He just has the speed to do it. So I hope we see a lot more of that tonight. 10, 20, 25 yards actually on the carry that time. So
West Plains keeps the ball, keeps possession as the clock stopped on that play going out of bounds. Straight eye formation this time, or staggered eye. Run it to the right side. Follow Dalton Howell in a good gain up to the 35-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that play. And we've seen this season, Dawson Howell is a really good lead blocker, and he led the way that time.
And you got to love, getting a fullback, in the mix in your offensive play calling, because they just add a whole new dimension. You kill them with speed on the outside, and then you give it to a battering ram up the middle and see what happens.
This time they'll have, it looks like Heston Miller in the backfield with the quarterback, Simpson. He'll hand it off, running right, and he bounces wide. Man, you can't do that against good defenses, as he's pushed back and wide, and that will stop things for a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, I think they're going to a favorable spot for forward progress here. So, yeah, about a loss of 2 to 3 yards. You're exactly right. You've done this before, Harlan.
Because of his speed, I think Heston is tempted to try to get wide on most plays.
Sure.
And there are some plays where there's just not going to be much there. You just got to turn it up and get a couple of yards if you can. And now we're looking at 3rd down and 8 from the Camdenton 38 in 4-down territory. But why not pick up a first down right here? Jesse Hudson's wide out to the right side. No help on him. Back to throw. He looks. He rolls out. Aiden Simpson pulls it down, runs 35 and slung out of bounds. Boy, that was close to a penalty right there against the Lakers.
That absolutely should have been a penalty, but we're not going to get that call tonight, apparently.
I wouldn't advise us to try that. 2-yard.
That's right.
Well, that's actually closer to a 3-yard gain. So it's 4th down and 5. And Joel Wyatt politicking for a penalty on the play, but nothing happening there. 4th down and 5. West Plains with 8:39. They took the opening kickoff from their own 35, and we'll get timeout. 8:39 to go in the first quarter, and the score, West Plains nothing, Camdenton nothing. Back in a minute on KDY.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
All right, Nate, it's 4th down and 5 from the Camdenton 45. We were a player short, so we'll get Conyers out there with 8:39 to go. Packed to throw, high pass, deflected, incomplete. And it really looked like Camdenton was expecting that play.
Yeah, they had read that perfectly. We're very lucky that didn't go the other way for 6.
So here at twilight, 8:35 to go, and now Camdenton. West Plains drove the football down to the 35-yard line of the Lakers. Now they'll get it for the first time tonight. Bear Shore is their quarterback. He is a big kid, son of the coach, grandson of the legendary coach. They'll line up and spread it out with 5 receivers, 3 to the left. And Shore can run the football, and that can be a problem. 3 down linemen. Let's see how many rush here. 4 rush, quarterback draw up the middle. Shore hit, dropped after a gain of 4 up to the 39-yard line. Good job that time by the interior of the West Plains defense. Quincy Doolittle with the stop on that play.
He's had a fine season thus far this year. Quincy Doolittle is a fun player to watch.
He'll get out there some tonight, but Alec Judd, he has played really well too. Back to throw, Shore, flushed out of the pocket, and dropped for a loss on the play.
And that was what you'd call a coverage sack. We had great coverage downfield. He had no options other than to take off and run, and we had just enough of a pass rush to get back there and get him to the ground.
Sacked by Quincy Doolittle. He's on a pace to have about 30 tackles tonight. It's now 3rd down and 9 from the 36-yard line of Camdenton. So many teams go no huddle anymore. Camdenton is the same. And now back to throw on 3rd and long. Over the middle, high pass caught. And the tackle made shy of the first down, way short of the first down, up near the 38-yard line. Only a gain of 2, and I would imagine the Lakers are going to have to punt right here.
Yeah, it looks like number 13 is going to go back and receive the snap for a punt.
Cam Durnan is their kicker. He's going to roll, do the soccer-style thing. Got it blocked. Kick is blocked, picked up, and covered down at the 37-yard line. So West Plains gets a turnover on a block kick.
Yeah, that is the way to start the game on defense. Do a quick 3 and out and then slip up and block a punt, put your offense in a very good position. So realistically, we didn't lose much yardage from when we turned the ball over.
Just a yard.
Yeah.
All right, so 36-yard line. Upstairs, they give McCracken credit for the play. And first down from the left hash mark, going left to right. Straight I formation. Tailback is Miller. They'll throw it out to the flat. Good catch. Hudson, he's at the 30, 25, down at the 20, and inside the 20-yard line. Down around the 17. That's a gain of 19 and a first down for West Plains.
And you'll see that play again. We ran it quite often against Rolla and also against Glendale, but he was pretty much left uncovered with pretty soft coverage out here. You basically throw it right down the line of scrimmage. He catches the ball and just makes something happen.
That formation, the straight I formation, maybe threw Camdenton a little bit. They had no help over there, and Jesse was down the field for 19. First down for West Plains, 17-yard line. On first down. Man in motion. Handoff right up the middle. Big hole, and a tackle made inside the 15. Down near the 11, I believe that was McCracken on the carry.
Yeah, McCracken is it's a welcome relief having him back in the backfield because we've been hearing all offseason how great he was, and unfortunately had that bad injury right there at week 1. So this is really the first game he's been running the ball. Did he run against Rolla at all? Yeah.
So gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 with 6:08 to go in a generally quick-moving first quarter. Aiden Simpson underneath Magnus Sanders. Takes a snap, draw play, same play. McCracken, he'll bang it up in there at the 10, maybe down to the 9-yard line, and he'll finally be pushed down there. So a gain of about 3 more. They're going to mark that at the 9. That'll bring up 3rd down and short yardage. Third down and 2.5, 3 yards to go. What a luxury it is to have the depth that West Plains has at running back, and Joel has said many times, between the tackles, McCracken is your best runner.
Yeah, and it just changes the pace. The defense doesn't really know what's coming at you, and you always have to account for where Miller is on the field because he can kill you with speed. Then all of a sudden you have McCracken coming at you like a battering ram right up the middle. Works real well.
Watch for the quarterback here, Aiden Simpson, on 2 yards to go for the first. Draw play up the middle, and he is hit, right at the line of scrimmage. He fumbled. The snap was low, and so that kind of messed the timing of the play up. So no gain. They're just going to call it no gain on the play. Now it's 4th down and 2. Surprised we just didn't go I formation and run it right at him again. So Joel Wyatt will send the play in here. 4:42 to go. First quarter, West Plains tries to take an early lead here. Tight end right. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. Caught on a slant. Cutting inside the 5-yard line. And it's a first down and goal to go for West Plains. Jesse Hudson, I think.
It absolutely was. And, yeah, I was getting ready to say, guess who? Whenever you need something to happen, get the ball to Hudson.
Who are you going to call? Number 22.
Call Jesse Hudson.
You bet. And now the Zizzers have first and goal from the 3-yard line. And they're making that Camdenton defense stay on the field for a while here in the early going. Hudson, wide right, slot right is going to be Briggs Houston. Staggered eye to the right. Tailback is Miller. Here is the first and goal play. Long snap, toss play, running right, has a lead blocker, tries to get wide. Now he turns it up, now he's driven back. Loss on the play of about 3. Back to the 6-yard line. There again. Shortest distance between 2 points is straight ahead. And we made what was about a 2-mile trip into a 7-mile trip there.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on the outside, so they're obviously they're not going to cede the outside to us, so we're going to have to figure out a way to get it in between the hashes, at least just outside the tackle box, and see if we can make some yardage that way.
So a loss of 3, 2nd down, and 6 to go for a touchdown. Briggs Houston at 6'6" is out to the left side. May be tempted to throw the ball to him over here in the left corner. Play action rollout. Simpson pressured. He's going to be sacked for a loss all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, so you go first and goal, and now we're going to have it about what? 3rd and forever.
They're going to move it back up to near the 20, I guess. That's 19-yard line. That is very generous. Thank you very much. And now it's 3rd down and goal from the 19. Well, I don't know if we're thinking we can't handle them up front, but we didn't even try there. So now Houston again goes wide left. No tight end. Motion guy is Hudson. Fake it to him. Back to throw it. Looks left. Throws it to the deep corner. Ball in the air, and it is incomplete. Tried to get it to Heston Miller down the left sideline as he circled out of the backfield. And now it's 4th down, and I think you may be tempted to kick field goal here.
You may be tempted to, but, early in the game like this, where touchdowns look like they're going to be a premium, it may be time to take a shot.
They're going to bring... They're going to bring in the ball game here at running back, Lucas Conyers. And here we go on 4th down from the 9. We went from the 3 to the 19, and now it's 4th down. Aiden Simpson, long snap count. Flags are down. That'll be 5 more. Illegal procedure, West Plains. That's their 2nd of the night.
Well, an attempt to put a positive spin on it. That just gives our offense more room to operate.
Good one.
Yeah.
Got a little Gretchen Sunshine over here to my right. Well, Simpson gets the play from the side. Now what? Do you just throw it in the end zone and, well, you just don't throw it up there in the air and hope, but you take a shot at the end zone, surely. You got to.
Yeah, going short doesn't help you. So at this point, I mean, you're looking to score, at least pin them inside the 5.
Back to throw it on 4th down, rolls right, got pressure, got to throw it in the corner, too high. The ball was incomplete, nearly picked off and around the 5-yard line, and now it'll be Camdenton football.
We've been better off if he had caught that. He actually did catch the ball. If he would have came down in bounds, that would have been the best possible scenario for us other than a touchdown. But Camdenton's going to take it over 1st and 10 from the 20.
2:16 to go in the first quarter. Camdenton has had the football all of, well, if you count the block punt, 4 plays. And they'll have it now about 10 yards further back than what they did originally. Ball's going to be at the 25-yard line. Bear Short, quarterback. He stands about 6'3", and he can gallop. Here's a pass out to the right flat. Ball is caught. They'll stretch it out to the side, get to the corner, 30, 35-yard line, 40-yard line still going. He's at the 50, cuts it back. He may score. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and tackle at the 1-yard line. Jesse Hudson chased him down at the 1.
Yeah, that was a miracle, but that was a beautiful play by Camdenton that time, and it was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and he was able to get out there in space and get a lot of yardage, and thank you, Jesse Hudson, for not allowing him to score.
And now the Lakers have 1st and goal at the West Plains 1-yard line. What a disgusting turn of events this has been. Quarterback draw. There he goes up the middle. And touchdown for Camdenton at 1:55. It's 6-0 Lakers.
And that's one thing you don't want to do, against a team like the Lakers. They do have the ability to score. You do not want to get behind because they also have the ability to run the clock. So they are a very well-coached football team.
At 1:55, Shore scores from 1 yard out. And now the extra point will be attempted here. And Durnan will be the kicker. Here's the kick, and it's up. And it looked pretty good from here. Is it? It is good. So we've played down to the 1:55 mark of the first quarter. The Lakers stop West Plains inside the 5 and take over and score on 2 plays. And a 1 yard touchdown run by Bear Shore gives the Lakers a 7-0 lead. Back in a minute on KDY.
Need home appliances? Hi, this is Anna. Do you know that Hawkins Home and Lawn in West Plains and in Mountain Grove has something you will really like? It's called Price Match. Every day, we will match all the big box stores' prices on home appliances. That's right, no more driving to the big city or big stores. We have it all locally and at great prices and the largest selection and inventory in the area. Stop by, call us, or go online at hawkinshomeandlawn.com.
So the kids come home every day with a backpack full of homework that you have to help them with. Who knew 5th grade math was so hard? This really cuts into the time you have to work on your own homework. The laundry. Load up and drop off all your laundry at Zizzer Coin Laundry on Porter Wagner and West Plains. They will wash, dry, fold, and even press your clothes if you want them to. They will do everything. But put it away. Zizzer Coin Laundry next to R&R Tire in West Plains, because sometimes you need help with your homework too.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Durnan will kick it off for Camdenton. West Plains will send 3 back deep. 7-0 Lakers with the lead. And here is the kick. Let's see if they kick it deep. They do. And it's going to be taken at midfield. They're going to run the fake reverse and now hand it off to Hudson. Got a little hole. There he goes. 40-yard line, 35-yard line, 50, down to the 45, and out of bounds at the 43 of Camdenton. They kicked it to the short guy. They faked the reverse, then eventually handed it to Jesse, and he busted it open down inside the 45-yard line. And the Zizzers are set up in good shape here.
We've tried that a couple times throughout the season, and it hasn't worked very well. But by golly, it worked well that time. They gave it to the right person, and he was able to get up the field and make nice yardage and put our offense in a position where they can get back into this game.
1st and 10 now from the 44-yard line. This time it'll be a wide man Hudson to the right. Tight end right. Out of the straight I formation, handoff. Up the middle, and it'll get near the 41-yard line before the ball carrier is gang tackle there. As McCracken on the carry. I can't pick him out real quick anymore because he's not wearing that big cast.
That's exactly right. The cast is much smaller this time.
So it'll be a pickup near the 41-yard line. That's a gain of about 3.5, close to 4 yards. McCracken will be at the tail. The fullback will be Howell, and here is 2nd down and about 7. Back to throw, out to the flat. It's caught by Hudson, held up, stood up, driven back, gain of maybe 2, close to 3 yards on the play, across the 40 to the 38-yard line. And one thing we have seen is that Camdenton is quick to the ball, and they're quick to the edge.
They are very quick to the ball. When they come with a lot of people. So they're not only quick, but there's usually 4 or 5 purple helmets around the ball. And that's what Jesse Hudson ran into that time. But if they're flying to the outside that freely, that's leaving something open somewhere, Harlan.
That is a very wise assessment on your part, you old Jonesboro grad. Play action fake. Back to throw Simpson to the side. It's caught by the fullback, and he's going to drag it down to the 33. That should be enough for a 1st down for West Plains. And the fullback showed Austin Howell showed that he's got some hands. That was a good play, tough catch, running to the sideline and a first down for the Zizzers.
You know, Dawson, I don't think he plays basketball anymore, but he used to be quite the basketball player, and so that he showed some skills there, some ball skills of being able to have some soft hands and bring that ball in and get nice yardage.
That's the end of the first quarter. West Plains with the ball. They trail Camdenton 7-0 after one. We're back in a minute on KDY.
Some things you might not know about getting keys made for your vehicle. You do not have to go to the dealer to get keys made and programmed, and you do not have to wait for a company from the big city to drive down and do it for you either, which also means you do not have to pay expensive tow bills to get your car to the dealer. West Plains Lock and Key can cut and program keys for most vehicles, new and old, and will come to you. Call West Plains Lock and Key 256-8862, where tradition meets technology.
If you are buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that will dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Don't settle for average. 417-255-2121.
Hi, this is Brad Bonham at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. When you're ready to buy or sell, come see me at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Weatherly Grigsby in the studio. Nate Hudson across the way with the video chores. Jim Lambert. He's the reason you're able to see the game on the live stream. Here we go on first down. Simpson to the flat. It's caught by Hudson. 30-yard line. Tackle down to the 26. That was a good pickup. Gain of 7 and second down and 3 yards to go. You like your chances when Jesse catches the ball out in the flat with just one guy in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they're going to keep giving us that soft coverage on the outside, then we're silly if we don't get it to Jesse Hudson, because that's that play is automatic for a minimum of 5 or 6 yards every time we run it.
Lucas Conyers comes in the ball game, and he'll come in for McCracken. Boy, Lucas, no bigger than he is, at least up till the time that McCracken broke back in the offensive lineup. He's really good between the tackles. Let's see what happens here. And we'll hand it to him running around the left end, and he puts the shoulder pads down and picks up a couple to the 24-yard line. I'll tell you what, again, he ain't the biggest kid in the world, but he ain't going to back there. He's going to take you on, and he delivered a blow there with the pads.
He definitely fights above his weight class. That's for darn sure. And
I love that.
He's been a joy to watch. But yeah, picked up the first down that time, Harlan.
Yeah, we got 7 on the first and just 3 on the second down play, and that's all that was needed there. So now, first down and 10. West Plains has had the ball forever here in the first half, but still looking for first points of the night. I formation. The tailback is McCracken from the 23-yard line. McCracken has it, cuts it inside, and he follows his blocking, gets inside the 20, down to the 17. He ran that ball in between the tackles, but he slowed down just enough to let his blocking move people.
And it's so smart, and you have to, especially when you have those guards pulling across, and they're, hoping to pick up a Linebacker, and you're silly if you outrun them because they're there to protect you. Spoken like a true pulling guard.
Yes.
That's what it is.
McCracken is out. Miller is in. It's second down, about 4 yards to go. Now at the 17-yard line. North and south, boys, let's go on second down. And they hand it off. Bobble picked up by the fullback, though. He has the run inside the 10-yard line down near the 8. A lot of people didn't know who had the ball right there. But Dawson Howell, how about that? He got a handle those good basketball hands.
Right.
Got control of it, got it down to the 8. And that, my friends, is another first down.
One thing about Dawson Howell, he has really, really good feet on top of his good hands, and he is a load to bring down because he is definitely a big kid.
Dawson took the handoff on a little inside counterplay handoff, and he was headed directly toward Pomona. And now we'll go 4 wide with a single back. And now timeout's going to be called by Camdenton. Lakers call time, 10:08 to go. First half, West Plains trailing the Lakers 7-0. Back in a minute on KDY.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
Howdy, mateys. Captain D here. I just came up with a great way to serve my scrumptious fish. A fish sandwich. I got Cajun catfish sandwiches, spicy giant fish sandwiches, and southern-style flounder sandwiches. So don't flounder around. Get into Captain D's and try one of my sandwiches, invented by me. Hey, while you're here, come by and try my seafood gumbo. For lunch or for dinner, Captain D's is a winner.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
We come back. It's first and goal from the 8-yard. Second time the Zizzers have had first and goal tonight. The first time kind of blew up in their face. Here we go. First and goal from the 8. Option play to the right. Simpson keeps, tosses late, gets it out to Miller, tries to get wide to the 5, held up, turns it in, gets a few more, staggers in for a touchdown if they give it to him. If the play was not blown dead, that is, at around the 3-yard line, it looks like they're going to call the play dead right there.
I think we had a case of mistaken identity there. Miller was down. That was Hafer that was going into the end zone. That's all right. I like the idea.
All right.
I wish that would have happened.
That's when I should have had my glasses up, I guess.
Yeah.
So 13 instead of 23 went into the end zone, but now that was a good run. It's going to be 3.5 to go. Staggered I formation to the left. They'll hand it off, and here's Miller pulling forward, and that is a touchdown, West Plains. That's the way you run the ball inside the 5 right there.
Absolutely. And if you notice, that was McCracken. He got behind his pads, and his torso was about 3 feet off the ground, and he was not going to be denied at the end zone.
McCracken with the first score of the night for West Plains makes it a 7-6 ball game. And now Chase Larson will come on and try to kick the extra point. And we'll wait now. Move over out of the swinging gate. And Larson will kick and try and tie this football game up. Aiden Simpson, the quarterback, is the holder. Hold is down. The kick is up. Looks good. And it is good. So 9:19 to go in the first half with the score. West Plains, on the strength of the McCracken touchdown run, have tied it up. It's 7-7, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Chase Larson will kick the ball away. Camdenton will send back. 2 receivers included is Reese Waters. He stands at the 7, and that kick over the head of the up men, that'll go out of bounds. They kicked it Waters' direction, but it goes out, and it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Camdenton Lakers. Well, it was nice to see West Plains answer the way they did after that 2-play drive by Camdenton that resulted in their first touchdown of the night. Came right back, pushed it down the field, and you made a very good point as the Zizzers were pushing it down the field. Most everything around or between the tackles.
Right in between the tackles and running some good power football and giving it to people that can get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards at a time. And chipping it away and getting down there to where we can score and hopefully come out and make a nice defensive stand.
3 down lineman, Shore on a quarterback keeper. He goes wide and slips one tackle and tackle from behind at the 44-yard line. So that's a good pickup of 9 yards on the play. Garrett Mahan gets credit for the tackle there. Boy, when Garrett falls on you, you ought to feel it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
2nd down and 1 from their own 44. Shore throws to the flat, wide open man. 1st down, tackle made at the 48-yard line out there in the flat area. Tackle made by Kinslow, and it's a 1st down for Camdenton. 8:46 and counting here in the first half. This time, 4 wide and a direct snap. This time, they'll take that ball right up the middle and get it across the 50-yard line. Shore just took it and just went right up the middle that time and picked up another good gain of close to 7 yards.
And it's just has the beginnings of getting a little bit chippy out there. There's some hanky-panky going on after the whistle, so hopefully we can get that stopped in short order.
On 2nd down and about 3. Shore back. He looks, he pumps it. He's going to throw it way deep. Now ball underthrown, and it's caught at the 22-yard line. That was really not a very good throw, but a lot of the time when you underthrow the ball, the receiver has a better chance to adjust to it and come back to it, and that's what happened that time. The reception by Kyle Eidson, and that moves it all the way down to the 22 of West Plains. Now 1st down. Bear Shore, the quarterback, finds some running room. Goes wide, now turns it back up the middle, and he'll be stood up inside the 15 around the 11-yard line. That'll be another 1st down for the Camdenton Lakers.
And Camdenton's kind of catching the groove a little bit. They're getting that offense of theirs to work the way they like it. They're seeing a little bit of an opening in the West Plains defense.
Short to throw, left sideline. The ball is caught, and a tackle made immediately after a gain of maybe 2 on the play. Again, Rylan Kinslow with another good play. Short pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Lakers have been going no huddle, and they show no signs of huddling this time. And it makes it hard to substitute on defense, too, if you need a breather. Lakers in the white outfits, blue trim, purple numerals, purple hats. Throw out to the side, and a dive and a catch. And is that in the end zone? It is. Touchdown.
Nice slant route that time by Camdenton, and there was he put himself in between the quarterback and the defender and was able to make a nice catch for a score.
Hayes Hewlett, a senior wide receiver, on the reception that time, and that makes it 13-7. Boy, you hate to get in a game where you got to, match scores and outscore people, but that is kind of the way this is starting to shape up a little. Extra point try now to make it a 7-point game. And before that happens, we have whistles and flags.
Well, they had a little procedure on the defense that time. They're going to scoot it up, half distance to the goal.
Offside West Plains,
Yep.
So do you go for 2 then? You got a big quarterback. All you got to do is get a 1.5 yards. We'll see what the Lakers decide to do here. And Jeff Shore comes out briefly, asks the official, can we take the kick? I think that's what he was asking. They made the extra point, but they're going to have, I guess it's dead ball, so they'll have to try it again. Durnan is the kicker. And again, a flag goes down.
I believe that's going to be on the Lakers, though, so it's going to back them up about 5 yards.
Yeah. Cade Durnan is the holder. Cam Durnan is the kicker.
I wonder if they know each other.
They've probably met somewhere. So they will back it up. Now it's going to essentially be a 24-yard kick from the middle of the field, again for the extra point. Hold is down, kick is up, And the kick looks good from here, and it is good. 7:05 to play first half. It's the Lakers 14, the Zizzers 7, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is... ta-da! Justin Shelby State Farm. State Farm agent Justin Shelby is your go-to agent in Houston and West Plains for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call Justin Shelby State Farm for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
All right, we've evidently got a number change somewhere because I believe 9 is back deep, and he's going to catch the ball at the goal line, and here he comes. He'll hand it off, double reverse up the left side, and tackle made short of the 20-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for West Plains.
I believe number 9, if I remember right, is Isaiah Jones, and he has different numbers, road jersey versus home jersey. He's number 19 on the roster.
I'm glad you're up here. I really am.
I only know that because his dad told me.
All right. 1st and 10 now for West Plains. 6:58 to go. First half. And on first down. Back to throw Simpson. He rolls away from pressure, tucks it away, 20-yard line, takes on a tackler to the 23, and that'll be a gain of 4 yards, close to 5. Tackle on the near sideline, and that'll bring up 2nd down. There's still 6:51 to play in the first half. The Lakers have scored the last 2 times they've touched it. They've had 3 possessions and scored on the last 2.
After going in 3 and out on that first possession, they obviously saw something that was favorable to their offense, and they've made an adjustment on the fly because they looked pretty good in those last 2 drives.
And now on 2nd down, that is actually a much better pickup than I thought. That's up just over the 25. Draw play, and here comes the big guy, and Dawson with the run, and he'll get it easily enough for a first down up to the 31-yard line. Dawson Howell with the carry that time, and that's his 2nd carry of the night and the 2nd time he's carried for a first down. 14-7, 6:45 to go.
I have Dawson listed at 6'3", 240 as a fullback. That's a big man coming your way.
You're dang right it is. First down, the ball marked at the 31-yard line. West Plains on offense on 1st down and 10. Man in motion into the backfield. They'll hand it off, running to the left. Spinning around is Jesse Hudson, flagged down. 33-yard line, gain of 2. But a flag casually dropped to the turf during the play, and that doesn't look good. Chop block. Ooh, that's going to be against Camdenton.
Wow.
Or hitting below the knees.
Yeah.
It would be a chop block if you were on West Plains, but you got to keep it above the knees. And that should be a major penalty, too.
Yeah, that's a 15-yarder, I believe.
So the first penalty break of the night. And that'll move it noticeably upfield. That's from the point of the foul in particular. So they'll get it up to just shy of the 48-yard line.
You know, the last couple of possessions we've had, we've done so much better running in between the tackles, and I would say you're going to see a heavy dose of that throughout the rest of the game.
I would be thrilled. Out of the straight I formation. McCracken is at tailback, and he'll have Dawson Howell to lead on this play. Tight end right, and now throw to the flat, wide open. The catch is made out there at the 50, at the 46-yard line, and finally tackled on the far side of the field. That's a good gain, about 8 yards on the play. Heston Miller on the reception. And getting him out of the backfield and out on the perimeter, that gives you a chance to get him matched up. And all he has to do is beat one guy in a lot of cases. And at the very least, you're going to get gains like that, 8 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes, I know he wants more than 8 yards, but, all football players want 8 yards, more than 8 yards. So if you can only get 8 yards, that's still a good play. That may be the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Out of the eye set on second and short. They'll pass it to the flat again. Here's Hudson. Stutter step, 45, 40, 35, 30-yard line, 25, inside the 20, down to about the 17. And another big play from Script. Well, it's pretty obvious that West Plains coaches have decided they're just going to try to, they can't beat him to the corner running to the corner, but they can pass it to the side and get some good matchups.
I'm afraid do we have a flag on the field that I'm not seeing?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was blocking the back. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Whiz.
And it was behind the play, which is even more frustrating for a coaching staff.
Jesse Hudson has had 3 touchdowns called back this year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was not a touchdown, but it was a big play. I've known Joel Wyatt since he played ball in high school. In fact, I did his games. And I know how Joel is wired. And I want to tell you what, these penalties are eating him like a pack of termites on a new board. Spread formation. Back to throw it. Simpson looks left, throws left. That ball is caught. I believe Conyers with it. Spins and hit hard at the 42-yard line. So he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Or he'll get close to the first down, and it is going to be a first down at the first down marker, so 1st and 10 for West Plains. So there's one of those cases where they mark it off from the foul, and you still had a short yardage situation, and Lucas Conyers got enough. He just needed 2, maybe 3 yards. McCracken is back in. He's at the tailback spot. Howell in front. They'll split out. 2 receivers left. Handoff, running play up the middle. McCracken keeps that low center of balance, and he just bulls forward. And look at that. Gets it to the 35-yard line. And read by all justice here, that probably should have been about a 2-yard run.
Man, I love that stuff. We had a little bit of a rugby scrum there, and both teams came together, and it was who had the bigger will to move the pile, and that time the Zizzers came out on top.
That's instead of about a 2-yard gain, turned into a 6-yard gain. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 4. The ball is right on the Laker 35. Heston Miller is at the tailback spot on this play. Now timeout called by West Plains. 3:17 to go in the first half. It's Camdenton 14, West Plains 7. Back in a minute on KDY.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're making things easier. After September 18th, you can expect a new online banking experience that will make it easier to access your money. Account numbers, card numbers, and online banking usernames will stay the same. You'll choose a new password for online banking, but you'll keep the same password from now on. Visit westplainsbank.com for more information or call 417-256-2147 to hear about how we're making things easier for you at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
If you want to prove to your neighbors that you own land, you need a deed. But if you want to prove it to yourself, you need a tractor. That's why Coyote's made 2 all-new subcompact tractor models. The CS2220 and CS2520 feature drive-over mid-mount mower option and 22 25-horsepower Coyote diesel engines. They also come with available loader with quick attach bucket, standard, and available backhoe. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, today at Lunch Equipment. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Four wide receivers right on second down. Back to throw. Simpson looks deep down the sideline. He has one-on-one there with Miller, and that ball is incomplete. Boy, he nearly pulled it down at the 10, but it popped out of the hands. That was actually Watson Hafer, wasn't it? Or it was Heston?
No, that was Watson Hafer.
Yeah. Well, we were both wrong that time.
I think Marks is saying the same thing. They look fairly similar, and they have a similar number, so I can see where it comes in. But I thought we were going to come down with that. It was good defense that time by Camdenton Lakers, had it covered fairly good and was able to kind of mess the play up there towards the end.
Close but no cigar. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Spread set. Single back Lucas Conyers. Throw it out to the near flat. It's caught. Briggs Houston puts the pads down, gets to the 30. That should be a first down for West Plains. And tall Briggs Houston showed a little bit of gumption there, taking on the tackler, and that got him a first down.
We got a flag. I think we're gonna get a block in the back here, right at the point of the catch. I'm not sure what the call is going to be.
All we know is that it's going to be against West Plains more than likely. We got a player down on the field, and can't see who that would be.
It's number 22, Wiley Powers, 5'11" senior.
So a timeout on the field with 3:06 to play in the first half. And we'll take a 30-second timeout here with the score. The Lakers lead the Zizzers 14-7. Back in 30 seconds on KDY.
Wilbanks Tire in West Plains is your stop for any auto or tire repair you may need. Wilbanks Tire has been in business in West Plains since 1978, so they are well established and reliable in the community. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday at 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains. Call the guys at Wilbanks Tire for tire specials and for auto and tire repair. 256-9571. 256-9571. Wilbanks Tire, proud supporter of the West Plains Zizzers.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Well, another dadgum penalty, and that'll move us back. Was that a 15-yard penalty?
That was a personal foul, head-to-head contact, I believe. So basically targeting, and he was down for a little while. We're happy number 22 from Camdenton was able to get up and get off the field under his own power, and I'm sure we'll see him again in the game once he gets a little rest.
Injured player for the Lakers was Wiley Powers, a senior linebacker. Now, 3rd down and 24. Play action to throw. Simpson screenplay, can't get away. Now he does. Throws it to the near sideline. Ball is caught by Miller. 40, 35, 34-yard line. That's not a first down, but that's a big chunk of it. Gain of about 21 on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 3 to go.
That at least puts us in a position where where it's manageable, and I don't know what. They got another flag. Legal man downfield. Sometimes that happens when you scramble a lot.
Yes.
We're just not getting any breaks, Harlan.
We're getting a lot of penalties, though.
Yeah.
5 here in the first half. We had 7 offensive penalties in the game last week. Man, that just kills you. It not only kills you yardage-wise, but it kills you momentum-wise. We've had 2 big ones called back already tonight. And they've all been different. It's not been just holding penalties. It's been this, it's been that, but head-to-head contact, blocking the back, illegal downfield, and so it goes. Simpson back there in the backfield on now 3rd and 23. He looks, he steps up, he pulls up, and he'll be bulldogged down at the 48-yard line. He had 4 receivers just running straight downfield and evidently didn't have time to get rid of the football. So now it's 4th down. The crowd wanted something. The initial tackle was around the helmet of Aiden Simpson, but it'll be a punt. Aiden Simpson will kick it. He'll stand back at the 35-yard line. 2 deep receivers for the Lakers. Here's the kick. And a good kick. Fair catch called for at the 16-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lakers from there. 1:25 to go, first half. A 30-second break with the score Lakers 14, Zizzers 7. Back in 30 on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
On first down, a bomb. It's caught, and the Lakers move it to the other side of the 50, down around the 37-yard line of West Plains. And Bear Shore loaded up that time and delivered a 47-yard pass, and it's 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
That was a beautiful throw. They threw it on a dime right to his receiver, and I was just getting ready to say right before that, we gave Camden way too much time.
Shore, quarterback draw, up the middle, bounces off a couple tacklers, and it's across the 35 near the 34-yard line, and that'll bring it up 2nd down and 6 with a minute to play in the half.
Camden should have 2 timeouts left, so they have plenty of time to get into scoring position here before half, which is a disaster.
Here's the pass out to the right flat. High pass, incomplete. Was that behind the line? Evidently not. It's incomplete. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. We saw on the play before that, 2 plays before that, Bear Shore has plenty of arm. If the receiver gets behind you, you're in trouble. 3rd down and 6 from the 34. Shore pressured up the middle, throws it to the corner. Ball is incomplete.
That's pass interference on the
offense. Lots of contact down there. Is there a flag on the field? I don't see one.
The defensive player was tackled before the ball even got there.
That was another case. You remember earlier in the game, Shore completed a long pass down the right sideline on an underthrown ball. That was underthrown as well, but now it's 4th and 6 from the 34-yard line of West Plains. Let's see if West Plains tries to bring any pressure here from the linebackers. 3 down linemen. Quincy Doolittle moves up, and so does McCracken. And they're going to call timeout with 39 seconds to play in the first half. Back in a minute, 14-7 Lakers. Back in a minute on KDY.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today. 256-8171. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
4th down and 6 for Camdenton. 39 seconds to go in the half. They have it at the West Plains 34. This is a big play, and you got to watch the running ability of Bear Shore. Back to throw. He looks left. He looks right. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets to the sideline, and he makes one guy miss. 2 guys miss, and a 1st down for the Lakers. And again, Bear Shore's legs. We had him 3 different times and couldn't get him to the ground.
Yeah, and that's very unfortunate for us. And he's also able to move the change and stop the clock, so that leaves him with 28 seconds with a fresh set of downs.
Spread set. The clock is moving. 22 seconds to go. In the half. Shore looks, pumps left. Now he's looking deep. Now he's going to roll to the right. He's looking for somebody, anybody to be open. Throws the ball on the run to the sideline. Ball is incomplete. I'll stop the clock with 10 seconds to go in the half. Reed, if we get out of this half with a 7-point deficit, we ought to be pretty happy about it. We're having some issues now after that first series when they went 3 and out and had a punt block. Since then, Camdenton, we haven't done much to stop them.
Well, we really haven't. They look pretty good, and then we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We got to remember Camdenton's going to get the ball first when we come back after half, so keeping them out of the end zone right now is imperative.
10 seconds to go. And here we go again. You would expect they would take a crack at the end zone. They have it at the 26. Shore throws across on a slant. A sliding catch is incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 6 seconds.
That was that same slant pattern they ran down when they scored their touchdown here on their last drive. Just short hopped it a little bit. Otherwise, he was open.
In the defensive backfield, keep him in front of you. Make him catch it in front of you. Here's a pass to the left sideline. It's caught. They'll skip out of bounds with 2 seconds to play. That'll stop the clock at the 23-yard line. So this play, this ball, has to get into the end zone here.
Yeah, they're actually going to attempt a field goal here, Harlan, I believe. And we're going to try to sneak 3 points on the board before they go into half. So be a great time to block a kick.
The Durnan brothers come on to hold and kick. Cade Durnan will hold it. Cam Durnan will kick it. If he makes it, it'd be a 41-yard field goal. And now timeout is called. And West Plains will call time. One thing you have to be alert for would be a fake here, which very easily could be the case. You don't see a whole lot of place kickers attempt 40-yard field goals in high school games in these parts.
Yeah, you really don't. But, you know, their place kicker, he's a pretty good-sized lad, too, so he might be able to run the ball.
And whatever play they run, whether they kick it or they fake it, if they do fake it, they don't have enough time to do anything but that. It's going to result in the touchdown or the half's going to be over. And I'll tell you, if I was West Plains, I'd be awfully tempted just to rush 4 people in this particular case. He's got enough leg to get it there. I think we've seen that already. But let's see what happens here. West Plains will have, it looks like, 8 guys on the line. See if they come after it pretty hard here. A block and return would be great. Hold down. Kick is up from 41. That ball is plenty long enough, and it is good.
Yeah.
How about that? Cam Durnan with a 41-yard field goal as the half runs out, and the Lakers go in at halftime up on West Plains 17-7. We're back in just a moment on Hot Country KDY.
If you are buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that will dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Don't settle for average. 417-255-2121.
Hi, this is Pam Cochran at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. When you're ready to buy or sell, come and see me at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains, Missouri.
Get a great deal on Kubota tractors at Edgeler and Harper Farm Equipment, like the 3302 package. Get a 4-wheel drive, 33 horsepower Kubota with box blade Kubota loader and Land Pride bush hog for 0 down, $341 per month with 2.49 APR for 84 months. Now through 9/30/22. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Hi, this is John Edgeler. Remember, we are 2 names you can trust: Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, West Plains and Mountain Grove.
Summer is winding down, but you still need to stay on top of your game when it comes to the outdoors. Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center has game cameras. It's time to get pictures of those big bucks. Also, all kinds of great fishing tackle. And don't forget, camouflage, and hunting boots. You'll find it all at Monty's Outdoors, where your next adventure starts.
When it's time for new tires, Don's Auto Service in West Plains needs to be your first stop. Right now, you can get up to $75 back plus an added bonus of up to $75 more when you use the Goodyear credit card. Rebates paid by Goodyear Visa prepaid card on purchases made now through September 30th, 2022. Stop in or give them a call today.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Are you in the market for a new home here in Southern Missouri? Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have over 20 years experience in real estate lending and can help guide you through the process. When you're ready for a loan, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex, just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
AS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
You deserve the best seat in the house, but anymore, your recliner is getting harder and harder to get out of. Stop by Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains and check out their lift chairs from Catnapper and Ashley. All the comfort and style of the recliner you've loved so long with features. You've earned it. Lift chairs start at just $9.99, and you can get 24 months no-interest financing with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949, and fall decor now is in stock.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
Zizzer Stadium, the Zizzer Pride Marching Band doing their thing, and at halftime, it's 17-7. West Plains down by 10. And if anyone asks you what your initial impression of the first half would be, what would it be?
Penalties.
Yep.
That's all I can say.
That's all it is.
We're not playing bad. You take out the penalties, and we're right in this game, if not, in the lead of this game. But we continue to absolutely destroy ourselves with penalties. And some of them were legit. Some of them are hustling penalties. I get that. But it's just the silly ticky-tack penalties that need to get cleaned up that are absolutely murdering our chances.
And have taken away at least 2 big plays from scrimmage. But, man alive, you're just shooting, as you said in the second quarter, just shooting yourself in the foot with these penalties. If not for the penalties, we would have, I'm guessing at least, we'd have maybe more than 7 points at least, because we've been driving a couple of times and the penalties have just blown the entire thing up, and it's a 10-point game. I think that Camdenton's offense looks to me better than their offense from the last couple of years. Of course, Bear Shore's a senior, and so he's been around for quite a while. But they look a little sleeker, a little quicker, and maybe a little more explosive.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit more experienced in their game plan. They've been running this offense for several years now, and it is definitely polished. I mean, if you'll notice, I don't know how many penalties we have. I don't know if you're keeping track.
6.
I lost track, but I don't think Camdenton has any. If so, other than a
chop block.
A chop block, and they also had an offsides penalty. But
right.
I mean, none in the field of play other than the chop block. So, they run it clean. They run it efficiently. They're an impressive ball club, but they are who we thought they were.
Yep.
We knew that coming into this. We knew that we were going to have to be on our A game. in order to come out here victorious, and we're doing it to ourselves.
That's exactly right. The biggest nemesis for West Plains has been, Shore making a few big plays. They broke that real long run to punch it in from 1 yard out with the quarterback. But the other enemy is us. We've got to figure out how to stop committing all these penalties, because we've got away with it the first 4 games. You ain't getting away with it against good teams. Camdenton's a really good team. They're 7th in the state in Class 5. They're good. Next week, Kickapoo, they're pretty good. Yeah. And then the week after that, we have Lebanon, and they're good. Absolutely. So, yeah, you're not going to win any games with that many penalties. I mean, just think about it this way. I mean, it kills the momentum. Plus, our offense, we ran about 120 yards in that one drive, and we moved it in between the 40 and the opposing 30. Never could get out of that area. So, it wears and tears on you, and it hurts morale. And I'm sure they're getting an earful up in the locker room. Actually, I'm sure of that. I'm glad I'm not up there right now. But the thing is, we have the tools to win, and so we just have to come out. We have to be confident. We have to come out and get back to our game plan, hopefully quit committing these silly penalties, and just chip away at it. And then we need to regroup on defense. I mean, obviously Camdenton has seen something in our defense that they were able to adjust to, and they were very successful in their last 3 drives. So there's some things that we need to clean up, both with play and with penalties. You got to get, when you change your defense, and West Plains has gone to an extra defensive back tonight, when you do that, you're going to give up something. Sure. And when Shore runs the football in the quarterback position, you got one less linebacker up there to chase. Quincy Doolittle, he was pretty obvious in the scheme of things early on, but, this is a little bit different look. But like you said, first series, Camdenton didn't do anything. Right. Got a punt block, but since then, and that's the game of football, or any game for that matter, the game of adjustments. And now at halftime, West Plains has to adjust. Well, yeah, West Plains has to adjust. They really need to come out and make a statement at this first drive of the game, first possession of the game on defense. We need a really big stop on this first drive and see if we can get the ball back and put some points on the board, because you do not want to get down 2 to 3 scores to a team like Camdenton. But your chances of coming back and winning it becomes pretty slim. So even though the Zizzers are down 10 at the half, 17-7, they have moved the football tonight. Sure. They've really moved the football well tonight, and by all rights, should be in a little better spot than they are right now. 17-7 is the score at halftime. Zizzer Pride Band plays on, and we'll come back in just a moment on Hot Country KDY.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubau. Taylor Grubau Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. As we all know, new vehicles have been very hard to come by lately. But in West Plains, we have truckloads of new vehicles arriving daily. That's right, we have the most inventory here in stock that we've had all year long. Hurry in today before they are all gone.
Find new roads at Taylor Grubau Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubau Chevrolet in West Plains.
Tyler Farr is coming to Riverfront State Park in Van Buren Saturday, October 8th. Gates open at 4. First act begins at 7. Come see one of the bright new stars in country, Tyler Farr, at Van Buren's Riverfront State Park, October 8th. Go to eventbrite.com for tickets. And for refreshment, Pepsi Mid-America has the perfect solution, 7-Up. The clean, refreshing taste of 7-Up is perfect for any occasion. Want the day to go better? Have a 7-Up from Pepsi Mid-America.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you.
HirschEquipment.com. This is a game changer for anyone looking for equipment. That's because all of Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply's equipment inventory is now listed on one site. You can find tractors, lawn equipment, trailers, livestock equipment, pre-owned inventory, and more. In fact, you can go to the site and get a quote and get the value of your trade. Now, there's no reason to put it off. Get what you need today with the help of HirschEquipment.com.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Home of the Bailey Factor. John Bailey again from Bailey Chevy GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. Supporting our local schools is just part of the Bailey Factor. You'll hear us cheering our local high school teams on the air and even on the sidelines. Come check out our great selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs today. Call 469-3111. Bailey team is gonna get it done.
Current Incorporated.
Hey, I need my computer fixed. Did I call the right place?
Yes, Current IT will get you up and running.
I thought you did electrical.
We do.
And HVAC?
Yep.
Internet?
That's us.
You do pretty much everything.
You could say that.
Will you change my oil?
No.
Current Incorporated in West Plains. You know what to do.
Real fast service right to your door. Call 257-0504. 257-0504.
Howdy, mateys. Captain D here. I just came up with a great way to serve my scrumptious fish. A fish sandwich. I got Cajun catfish sandwiches, spicy giant fish sandwiches, and southern-style flounder sandwiches. So don't flounder around. Get into Captain D's and try one of my sandwiches, invented by me. Hey, while you're here, come by and try my seafood gumbo. For lunch or for dinner, Captain D's is a winner.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
Hated to be the one to tell her, but the Cardinals game is not on television tonight. Had to tell my mom that. She is not at all impressed by the streaming services having certain ball games this year, and it's on Apple TV tonight if you want to watch it.
That's right. Yeah.
So we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks, as Reed has alluded to, a couple of really tough games. Next week we'll be at Kickapoo to play the Chiefs, and then the following week we'll be back here to play the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. And Reed, here it is. This is week 5. There's only a week left in the month of September, and then it's going to be October. The season is racing right on by.
It really is. I mean, halfway through the season, and this is the meat of our schedule for sure. And we've talked about that the last several weeks. You know, Rolla, actually, I thought we played well against Rolla, and I really thought Rolla was going to give us a better game than that. But we came out of there victorious. Camdenton, they played Kickapoo last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember, 2 weeks ago, and came from behind and won that game. So Kickapoo has the ability of playing very, very well. We're going to go into their house, and then homecoming here against Lebanon, who has kind of been a thorn in our side over the past several seasons. Even when we've had some really, really good teams, we go up to Lebanon and they're able to pull off a win. So I look forward to that game. You know, I want to get through this game first and see what we do here, because we're going to have to make something happen in the second half for sure.
Scoring in the first half, West Plains was down early in the first quarter at 155. Bear Shore, after a 62-yard pass play from scrimmage, took it in to make it 7-0. In the second quarter, West Plains tied it up at 9:19. McCracken on a 3-yard touchdown run. Kick was good. It was 7-7. Camdenton with 10 points after that. 7:15 to go in the second. Shore hit Hewlett on a touchdown pass play covering 13 yards. The kick made it 14-7. And then Kate Durnan with a 41-yard field goal as time ran out in the first half. And the Lakers enjoy a 17-7 lead here at the break. We're at McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium. Reed Grigsby and myself, Harlan Hutchison. Again, Jim Lambert is the video guru on the other side of the field from us. Nate Hudson, engineers in the studio. We'll take a timeout here. I'm going to guess, about 7 minutes from the second half starting. And at halftime, Camdenton with a lead over West Plains, 17-7. And we're back in just a moment on KDY.
Wilbanks Tire in West Plains is your stop for any auto or tire repair you may need. Wilbanks Tire has been in business in West Plains since 1978, so they are well established and reliable in the community. Open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday at 201 West 2nd Street in West Plains. Call the guys at Wilbanks Tire for tire specials and for auto and tire repair. 256-9571. 256-9571. Wilbanks Tire, proud supporter of the West Plains Zizzers.
Are you in the market for a new home in the West Plains area? Hi, my name is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have many years of real estate lending experience and want to help you find the right loan. So when you're ready to purchase that new home, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
AS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
If you happen to be in an accident, keep this in mind. You have a choice in who tows your vehicle, so make the right choice and call 256-7628 for J&J Recovery and Towing of West Plains. They answer the calls 24/7. They will get to you fast and take your vehicle to the destination of your choosing. So if you're in a wreck, breakdown, or whatever reason you might need a tow, make the right choice and call J&J Recovery and Towing 256-7628.
If you are buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that will dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Don't settle for average. 417-255-2121.
Hey, this is Katie Watson at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty in West Plains. Whenever you're ready to buy or sell, come see me at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard.
Summer is winding down, but you still need to stay on top of your game when it comes to the outdoors. Monty's Outdoors at the Southern Hills Shopping Center has game cameras. It's time to get pictures of those big bucks. Also, all kinds of great fishing tackle. And don't forget, camouflage and hunting boots. You'll find it all at Monty's Outdoors, where your next adventure starts.
Get a great deal on Kubota tractors at Edgeler and Harbor Farm Equipment, like the L2501 package. Get a four-wheel drive Kubota L2501 with box blade, Kubota loader, and bush hog, 4.0 down, $306 per month with 2.49 APR for 84 months, now through 9/30/22. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Remember, we are two names you can trust, Edgeler and Harper and Kubota, Mountain Grove and West Plains.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
I'll tell you. All right, we have a couple of minutes before the second half gets underway. You know something I haven't heard in a week?
What's this?
An Arkansas fan make a Bobby Petrino joke.
That's right. Yeah, definitely. Missouri State University with our own, great player Connor Lair got into that game. I believe recorded a tackle on special teams. So always good to see him be successful at the next level. But, yeah, they scared the dickens out of Arkansas and their Arkansas fans.
The most prevalent word south of the state line last Saturday was nearly clear, because there's going to be a bunch of people have heart attacks, I'm afraid, if the Bears had pulled off that upset, which they just nearly did. Is it a stretch to say that Missouri State has the best college football program in the state now?
Well, I don't know.
You're a Missouri guy. I know that.
Well, no. I'm a fan of all football, believe it or not. But, it would be hard to say. Missouri obviously is having a down year. They have some pieces that they need to put in place, and I think they're going to do that. Missouri State, they just look excellent. And I believe Northwest Missouri is really, really good this year as well. So I don't know who the best in Missouri is. I'm going to say the West Plains Zizzers. How about that?
All right. It's just about time for the second half to get started, and Camdenton will have the football to start the second half. So let's see what the Zizzers are made out of. We'll take a pause here, and the second half kickoff is coming up in 90 seconds on KDY.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da! Justin Shelby State Farm. State Farm agent Justin Shelby is your go-to agent in Houston and West Plains for the service you deserve at the price you want. Call Justin Shelby State Farm for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, Justin Shelby State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
You deserve the best seat in the house, but anymore, your recliner is getting harder and harder to get out of. Stop by Brown Furniture and Appliance in downtown West Plains and check out their lift chairs from Catnapper and Ashley. All the comfort and style of the recliner you've loved so long with features. You've earned it. Lift chairs start at just $9.99, and you can get 24 months no-interest financing with approved credit. Brown Furniture and Appliance, growing with the Ozarks since 1949, and fall decor now is in stock.
Hi, this is Taylor Grubaugh with Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains. As we all know, new vehicles have been very hard to come by lately. But in West Plains, we have truckloads of new vehicles arriving daily. That's right, we have the most inventory here in stock that we've had all year long. Hurry in today before they are all gone.
Find new roads at Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC in West Plains.
And get great buys from nice guys.
Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet in West Plains.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
Back with Rick Grigsby. We're about ready to start second half here between Camdenton and West Plains. Lakers lead it 17-7 at the break. Talking about best college football team in Missouri. Here in this part of Missouri, the top team, well, you would think Carthage perhaps. Webb City is always to be considered.
Nixa this year.
But the team that I would have picked out of everybody would have been Joplin.
Sure.
In Class 6. They are really good, and they are getting their rear ends kicked by Nixa tonight.
Yeah, Nixa's so good. You know, Nixa absolutely embarrassed Webb City first game of the year.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so they've got something good going on in south of Springfield there.
All right, here we go. You know, a fumble on the return would be beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you play, I mean, that was a big break against when we played Glendale as well. I mean, you've got to hope that we get a turnover to kind of bring the game a little bit closer in hand.
Zizzers just about ready to kick. Chase Larson will tee it up on the 40-yard line. Next week, Paul Knight and I will be in Springfield at Kickapoo High School for week number 6. The deep men for Camdenton will stand at the 10. There's the kick. Deep down the near hash mark. Received at the 10, 15, 20. Big head of steam. 30, 35, 40. Tackle finally made. Isaiah Jones got him, but not before he got across the 40-yard line. And great field position for the Lakers here.
Yeah, good return that time by the Camdenton Lakers, and this second half it started off with a little chippiness on the field as well. So I would say it's going to get pretty tough in this game, especially if we can keep it close.
So 1st and 10 now. Seitz, Mahan, and Foster are across the front line here, the 3 down linemen. And still West Plains stays with just one linebacker. From the spread set from the 41, their own, Camdenton on 1st down. 4 receivers left, 1 right, quarterback draw. They just spread it out, and there he goes. Breaks 2 tackles and finally down at the 48-yard line. Little shoestring tackle, and that was actually, I believe, Judd that made the tackle that time. Yep. Alex Judd, who hadn't played much defensively tonight.
They actually brought him in in a nose guard position instead of the linebacker position.
Oh, he is playing on the nose. So it'll bring up now 2nd down and about about 3.5.
And a stoppage of play here by the referees. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oh, we got an injured player. I see over on the sideline now.
Well, I don't know. Well, that's the quarterback, Bear Shore.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Is it?
I've got my good glasses on right now. I can actually see over there. And I don't think it's an injury so much. I think he may have a, yeah. He's retying his right shoe. And taking his sweet time about it. He's up and ready to go again. So it'll be second down, short 4, long 3, however you want to slice it. They're going to line up in a swinging gate formation here. And they're going to put Durnan in at quarterback. And he takes it, direct snap, runs to the left, and he is stopped immediately. Quincy Doolittle was not fooled. Loss of 1 as they just spread everybody out and tried to run.
I hate to be the one that calls shenanigans, but the whole equipment timeout and then coming out in a swinging gate, that was planned.
I think you could have a very good point there. Now, it's third down and about 4, quarterback draw. And there goes Shore just bulling his way over the left side, and that'll be enough for a first down. He needed about 4, and he picked up 6. So 10:42, they'll stop the clock momentarily and start it again right now. 17-7 Lakers. They have the ball to start the second half. From the 47 of West Plains, pump fake, looking left, now steps up in the pocket, and he'll be hit from behind and stopped after a gain of 2 on the play that time. And that was Garrett Mahan, I think. So it's second down and long. One thing about it, we don't think about this very often. Here's a second down play. Shore flare pass out to the left sideline. Durnan has it, spins away, and is knocked out of bounds after a very short gain, a yard, maybe 2. We don't think about, we see like Bear Shore. We've seen him play quarterback for this team the previous 2 years, and you think, okay, Bear Shore. But we sometimes fail to take into account how much more mature these kids are 1 year to the next, how much stronger they are, and how much better players they are. Bear Shore is a really good quarterback. He's going to throw it out to the right flat. That ball is caught. They'll try to turn it in, spin him around, and a flag is down, and I think, lo and behold, this could be against the Camdenton Lakers.
I was wondering when we're going to get that because there have been several they could have called.
As out on the edge, it's going to be holding against Camdenton. We'll see how they like it.
Right. Yeah, I would be very happy if the tables would turn on that regard anyway.
Every time something like that happens, I think of my Brian Osterman story, coaching for the Grizzlies. He told an official one night, basically, you need to call fouls on them because we're playing at home. One of the funniest nights of my life was sitting right there and heard that. Now back to throw it. Shore looks left. He's going to heave it down the right side under. Thrown again, and the ball is tipped high in the air, and it's caught. And that should have, now it's fumbled to the ground, incomplete. That read, in my own opinion, should have been an offensive pass interference call because Jesse Hudson had inside position and the receiver went over him, tipped it in the air, and nearly caught it.
In high school, they allow a little bit more contact while the ball's in the air than they do at other levels, but that still seemed a little excessive.
And now it's 4th and 15. Lakers go for it from their own 49. They're going to punt it out of the short formation. It's going to land at the 15, takes a great West Plains bounce, and goes into the end zone. 9:24 to play in the third quarter. 17-7. Camdenton leads West Plains, and we're back in 30 seconds on KDY.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're making things easier. After September 18th, you can expect a new online banking experience that will make it easier to access your money. Account numbers, card numbers, and online banking usernames will stay the same. You'll choose a new password for online banking, but but you'll keep the same password from now on. Visit westplainsbank.com for more information or call 417-256-2147 to hear about how we're making things easier for you at West Plains Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
1st and 10, West Plains from the 20. Option play running to the left. Miller tries to go wide. He's hit and driven back, and there'll be a loss of a yard on the play. There were 5 white shirts, and again, West Plains tried to get to the boundary on the near side of the field, and you're not going to get much doing that.
No, you're not at all. It was a good pursuit by the Lakers that time, and I thought there was some extracurricular activity going on down there at the bottom of the pile, but obviously the refs didn't see it. No flags on the field.
They're going to say no gain on the play. They're going to mark it back at the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Miller is in the slot left. Wide left is Briggs. Houston back to throw it. Simpson looks right, throws it to the right, and that ball is caught across the 25-yard line. And that was Watson Hafer. And he'll be down at the 27-yard line. So I'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Good to see Hafer get back in the game plan. He's kind of been nursing an injury pretty much all season, and he is a huge weapon if we can get him the ball. So it's good to get him back into the mix.
When you have a dislocated shoulder like he's had, there's really nothing you can do for it. I mean,
no, and it's very painful.
Now 3rd and 3 from the 27-yard line. West Plains needs a 1st down. Back to throw, looks left, pumps, throws to the near side. That ball is caught. Briggs Houston, he's at the 25-30, tackled at the 33. That'll be a 1st down for West Plains as Big Briggs Houston made the catch and made something out of it. 1st down, West Plains.
Big Briggs Houston's 6'6". He really doesn't look that tall because his athletic ability really fits his body, but he's able to catch the ball and get nice yardage, and he's a nice weapon for the West Plains Zizzers as well that I'd like to see us use a little bit more in the second half.
This time it'll be Miller wide left, far side of the field. It'll be Jesse Hudson in the slot right as tight end Hafer. Back to throw it, looks slant play over the middle. That's caught by Miller across the 50, down to the 48-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down. Nice play, nice throw, gain of 18, 1st down for the Zizzers.
That was a good catch. That was a good slant route. We saw Camden run that against us, but that was a nice slant route. Good catch by Miller, and was able to get good positive yardage in the 1st down. Again, some extracurricular activity going on the side of Camdenton. So they know what they're doing. They're trying to provoke one of our players.
Oh yeah. 1st down from the 47-yard line of Camdenton. Simpson to throw it. He looks right. He throws it down the sideline. Double team incomplete. They tried to get the ball to Jesse Hudson at the 28-yard line. Good coverage that time downfield by the Lakers. Javon Stewart, one of those on the coverage. They had 2 guys there on Jesse Hudson.
Yeah, throwing into double coverage sometimes doesn't work out very well, but that was a beautifully thrown pass, and we actually had a chance to catch that. One of the defenders must have got a hand in there at the last second. I couldn't see it from here.
You know, going back to the play before, with that slant that picked up 19, almost 20 yards on that last play before that one. If they're playing zone, it's going to be open. If they play man-to-man, Miller's going to run by somebody. So that's a tough play for Camdenton to cover. Here's a running play with Miller running right. Tries to get to the side, 40-yard line. And he'll get a 1st down as he gets it across the 37-yard line. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for West Plains near the 35. And you're right. There's a lot of jabbering going on, and somebody better shut up, because the officials are looking right at that. And I think there was some thought about dropping the flag, but they decided not to. Because what we don't need right now is a you-know-what. 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff. And that's McCracken. Look at him. Stutter step. Turns it in at the 30-yard line before he's driven back. So he'll be at the 29. He ends up falling forward. And a good pickup on the play of about 7 yards.
Flag came in late from the defensive back judge, so we'll see the black hat. We'll see what he has to say about this. Holding, of course. They usually don't see that call coming from the defensive side of the ball, so I don't know what position he was in to see that, but he obviously saw something. Maybe it was a defender trying to come across on the back end of the play and just got held up a little bit.
And it's been a while since they threw a flag on us, so about time.
Yeah.
We are our own worst enemies. We have moved the ball tonight between the 30s. No problem. But then comes the other problem. First down, 12 from the 38. Fake it. Toss over the middle. It's caught by Hafer. Look at Watson run down to the 20, and that's the first down for West Plains, and a gain of 18 yards. He hasn't had a whole lot of chances this year, but boy, when Big Watson catches it, he's a gazelle out there.
You know, that was a nice play action pass. Fake the handoff to Heston Miller. About 5 Camdenton Lakers flowed with Miller, left the middle wide open for Watson Hafer to make a nice catch and some nice yardage after the catch.
A decoy, as it were, on that play. Under the 6-minute mark in quarter 3. West Plains can tighten this thing up a bunch with a score here. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll hand it off. Miller runs left, follows his blocking very well, gets it down to the 10-yard line. That time, Heston Miller did a great job of getting right on the hip of his lead blocker.
That was Maddox Hawkins, the sophomore. He's playing so well this year, and he got out there and pulled and really cleared the lane for Heston Miller. So good job for that young man.
And a good job by Heston that time, slowing down a little bit, letting the blocking develop, and getting more out of it than he would have otherwise.
You're exactly right.
Now, it's 2nd down and 1. I know there's a temptation here on 2nd down and 1, maybe to try and pull a surprise, but let's see if we go surprise less. I formation, 2 receivers to the left. They'll run it up the middle, and McCracken gets the ball close to, and it should be a first down right on the 10-yard line. It's going to be really close anyway. That time, McCracken, from the time he took the handoff, his shoulder pads were square to the line of scrimmage until he was on the ground.
Absolutely, and we're getting a really, really bad spot here. But they are going to give us the first down, so that's going to be 1st and goal from the 10, just inside the 10.
So it's a 1st and goal to go, but we got to get every bit of 10 yards to get in the end zone. And here we go on 1st and goal. West Plains trying to cut into the Camdenton lead. And they'll hand it with Conyers running right. Boy, he took a hit to the head at the 8-yard line, a helmet-to-helmet hit. I don't know why that didn't get called. Side judge was looking right at it, but it's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd and goal.
Good job by Conyers for getting behind those big blockers as well. So he's going to come off the field, and Heston Miller comes back in.
Lucas took a real shot there, but he keeps on humming. He comes out of the game. And now Howell comes out of the ball game too at fullback. So it'll be a spread set. Miller in the backfield with Aiden Simpson from the 8, 2nd and goal. Option play running left. They'll toss it to Miller. Tries to get to the side. They string it out. Hesitates. Turns it up at the 5-yard line. And is able to get a few out of it. It didn't look like anything was going to happen there, but he ended up getting the football down to the 5-yard line. So now it's 3rd down and goal from the 5. That was some good, tough running that time by Heston Miller. He had a lot of white shirts out there, but was able to squeeze 3 yards out of it. Now it's 3rd down and goal from the 5. This is a really big possession for West Plains.
Huge. We burned a lot of clock, and when you burn a lot of clock, it is very important that you go ahead and punch it in for the score, and hopefully get a big stop on defense when Camdenton gets the ball back.
Miller's going to be the tailback, staggered eye. Howell, and now West Plains is short a player.
Delay a game, but there's no way they could have reset the play clock.
Joel Wyatt telling the side judge, hey, should have reset the play clock there. So it's important because that would save West Plains a timeout if they didn't get it set. Flag is down on the play. Referee comes over and delay a game. Or that was too many men on the field. It looked to me like that wasn't a... But that's going to be the call, delay a game. So a 5-yard penalty back to the 10. Well, you're in, obviously, 4-down territory here. You can use 2 plays to get it. Let's see what happens here. Staggered eye to the right. On 3rd and goal, they'll fake, roll out, throw it, lob pass to the corner, and it's high in the air, caught. Touchdown, West Plains. Watson Hafer.
And that's what you can do with a kid like Watson Hafer. He went up and high pointed that ball, and nobody had a chance other than Watson Hafer to catch that ball.
He put that thing high in the air, and Watson went up and got it. And I think, as you've been alluding to, there's a little scuffling after the play, maybe.
Well, it's not one-sided, and I think that's what the refs are going to say here. There is a flag on the play.
Now, I would guess that is going to be post-play, unless they want to call maybe some defensive holding.
It looked like they picked up the flag, and they're going to warn both benches and say, hey, cut it out. And that's fair. But it is on both sides. It's not just coming from one side.
Dead ball foul, personal foul against West Plains.
Offsetting.
So the touchdown will count. And that's the main thing here. 2:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. 10-yard touchdown pass. Watson Hafer on the reception. Chase Larson will try and make it a 3-point game. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. And with 2:55 to go in the 3rd, we've got a good one going. Camdenton 17, West Plains 14. And we're back in a minute on KDY.
If you want to prove to your neighbors that you own land, you need a deed. But if you want to prove it to yourself, you need a tractor. That's why Coyote's made 2 all-new subcompact tractor models. The CS2220 and CS2520 feature drive-over mid-mount mower option and 22 25-horsepower Coyote diesel engines. They also come with available loader with quick attach bucket, standard, and available backhoe. Stop in and see my parents, Scott and Crystal Brown, today at Lunch Equipment. Coyote, we dig dirt.
For anything you need around the office, think Bureau. Office furniture? Think Bureau. Pens, paper, forms? Think Bureau. Cleaning and janitorial supplies? Think Bureau. Need supplies but you don't have time to get it? Think Bureau. They deliver. So for anything you need for the office, think Bureau. Stop by and see them just off the square in West Plains or online at thinkbureau.com. Bureau, 202 West Main in West Plains.
West Plains football continues now on Hot Country KDY.
17-14, Lakers lead. West Plains with the touchdown pass, 10 yards. Aiden Simpson to Watson Hafer. You know what I'm thinking right now, Reed?
What's this?
I'm thinking Bureau.
Attaboy, that's the way you should be thinking.
Chase, that was a personal foul penalty against West Plains, 15 yards. They have to kick off from their own 25. So put the boot to it. Here it goes. And it's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to be caught and covered at the 46-yard line of Camdenton. And they'll have 1st down and 10 right there. And Willard DeMont.
Willard DeMott, his parents are West Plains folks. They're here tonight. I ran into him before the game. Their son Sam also plays middle linebacker for Camdenton. So welcome back to West Plains DeMotts. And hopefully your boys can get through safely in this game and have a safe trip home.
You know everybody.
I don't know everybody. That is not true at all.
I am impressed. I count on you to come up with one. From the 46 of Camdenton, the Lakers in the spread set. Bear Shore and his team lead by 3. Back to throw. He's looking all around. Big pressure. Deep down the middle. Ball is high and incomplete. And Bear Shore got buried in the backfield that time. Judd got back there and put a hit on him. And so did Miles
Miles Foster. Yeah,
yep.
That was a pretty good pop on the quarterback that time. Perfectly timed and good coverage downfield. So this is a huge defensive stand right here.
Second down. 10 yards to go from the 46. Running to his left to throw it. Shore, a little dink pass, too high and incomplete. That'll blow this up too big. But that's the first time tonight, the previous play, that we've really put a hit on Bear Shore.
Yeah, and I'm really shocked that he didn't just pull it down and take off running because he's done so well with that tonight. But he stood back there and knew he was going to get hit. Still had a nice throw. We were very lucky we had good coverage downfield.
And I failed to mention this. We have a great crowd tonight. Great crowd. Here it is, third down and long. Little inside pass on the bubble screen, and a flag comes down late. And if that were us, that would be illegal use of hands.
That's going to be a block in the back on Camdenton, I believe. We're going to call a hold.
So if you're West Plains, do you take this? I would imagine so.
Yeah, I think you take the yardage in this situation for sure.
So that'll move it back on an illegal use of hands against the Lakers back to their own 39-yard line. They have to get the football from their 39 to the West Plains 44 for a first down. And now on third and long, roll out pass. Shore's looking left. He wants to throw it down the sideline. He throws it on a comeback, and it's caught. And that's a first down for the Lakers.
That was a nice throw, nice catch by Camdenton. They were able to move the sticks, and that was obviously what that play was designed to do, and they ran it perfectly.
Gain on the play of 21 yards and a first down for Camdenton. That time, Shore didn't have any pressure. First down and 10. He's going to run the quarterback draw right up the middle, and there he goes. He is hit in the secondary and driven back, and the play is whistled down after a gain of about 6. Boy, that's a bad break. We had him in a really good spot, but Shore came up with the pass, and the Lakers came up with the play. Now it's second down. Quarterback is Durnan this time. He keeps it, and he's going to run for a first down and more across the 20 near the 16-yard line. First down for the Lakers. And this is why that touchdown a moment ago was so important for West Plains. They'll come up with no huddle. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Timeout called by the Zizzers. And the defense may be a little gassed right now. They're going to call timeout and talk it over. 1:50 to play in the third. The score, Camdenton 17, West Plains 14. We're back in a minute on KDY.
If you own one truck to a fleet of trucks, TLG Peterbilt understands that when you have one broke down, it's more than lost time. Here at TLG Peterbilt, uptime all the time means we have the right parts for all models of trucks and trailers to get your truck back on the road and your drivers home for the game. Hey, this is Damon with TLG Peterbilt in Willow Springs. We proudly support our West Plains Zizzers. Visit us at tlgtrucks.com or on Highway 60 in Willow Springs.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
We come back to play, and on first down, a little flare pass out to the left side. It's caught. It's going to pick up 6 more. Get it inside the 15-yard line, down close to the 12-yard line. Durnan on the reception that time on the pass play from Bear Shore. It'll be second down. They can get a first down if they get it down near the 7. Gain of 5 on that play. Second down and 5. Shore, quarterback keeper, takes it right up the middle, gets a first down. He gets it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. And now the Lakers have first down and goal to go from the 4-yard line.
Now's the time to make a big goal line stand, and don't lose your head, but just keep him out of the end zone.
Quarterback draw running to the right, and they'll stop him, but I don't think he got in the end zone. McCracken made the stop, and it is a touchdown. Shore on the carry.
And that's really been their biggest weapon tonight. I mean, they've hurt us with a couple passes, but Shore running the ball between the tackles has definitely killed us tonight.
So extra point time is 23-14. And again, that's why that last touchdown West Plains scored was just imperative, because in case of something like this, you're not out of the football game. Here comes the extra point try with 1:13 to go in the third. 23-14 Camdenton. Here's the kick. It's high, it's straight, and it's good. 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Lakers 24, West Plains 14. Back in a minute on KDY.
Tyler Farr is coming to Riverfront State Park in Van Buren Saturday, October 8th. Gates open at 4. First act begins at 7. Come see one of the bright new stars in country, Tyler Farr, at Van Buren's Riverfront State Park, October 8th. Go to eventbrite.com for tickets. And for refreshment, Pepsi Mid-America has the perfect solution, 7-Up. The clean, refreshing taste of 7-Up is perfect for any occasion. Want the day to go better? Have a 7-Up from Pepsi Mid-America.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye! Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Now it's more Zizzer football excitement on Hot Country KDY.
West Plains down 24-14. We'll take this kick. Aiden Simpson is back deep in the middle, one of the up men, with 3 guys behind him. Here's a little pooch kick, caught at 32-yard line, 35-yard line, big hit, 37. Tackle is made right there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for West Plains. At that point, Briggs Houston caught that short kick, and West Plains will have decent field position to start this drive. Minute 8 seconds to go in the third quarter. This game's still got a ways to go. It's 24-14, Lakers with the lead.
Plenty of time left. You're down 2 scores. Now's not the time to panic, but it is time to go on a nice drive and at least get 6 out of this drive.
Hudson will go wide left. Hafer's in the slot left. And they've got man-to-man coverage over here. Here's the snap. Fake it, slant over the middle, and there's Hafer at the 50, tackled at the 49-yard line. Well, Camdenton was just begging for that on that setup defensively. They had no free safeties, and it was one-on-one coverage.
Yeah, when you have tall receivers like we have, that is really hard to defend man-to-man when you have Hafer and also Houston out there that they have the ability to go up and get the ball.
Gain on the play about 17 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 for West Plains at the midfield stripe. Hudson wide left, back to throw, pump fake, looks to the left, now goes right, picks up a block, throws it down the field deep. Man is there, just out of the reach of Briggs Houston at the 10-yard line of Camdenton. That was very close to a big play, but it's incomplete.
That was a beautiful throw and a nice pattern by Briggs Houston that was just maybe 2 or 3 feet away from him. That if we get that dialed in, that would have been 6, Harlan.
Really good throw, good route, just a little bit long on the throw, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. The Zizzers this time will have Houston out left side, 2 on the 3 on the wing to the right. Man in motion, they'll hand it off. Jet sweep, here comes Miller, 50, 45, 40. Slowed up, tripped up, down after a first down to the 37-yard line, and a gain of 13 on the play. And the Zizzers I think they caught Camdenton in the right defense that time, and they picked the right play to run.
One thing we know about Joel Wyatt, by all accounts, is he is a master when it comes to calling his offense. And so he saw something in offense that time, and Miller was finally able to turn the corner and get nice yardage.
Clock stopped as play went out of bounds. Now first down and 10 from the Camdenton 37. Running play right up the middle. And that, hard to tell. That's going to be McCracken on the carry as he picked up about 4, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. We go to the fourth. Zizzers are driving down by 10, 24-14 against the Camdenton Lakers. We're back in a minute on KDY.
When it's time for new tires, Don's Auto Service in West Plains needs to be your first stop. Right now, you can get up to $75 back plus an added bonus of up to $75 more when you use the Goodyear credit card. Rebates paid by Goodyear Visa prepaid card on purchases made now through September 30th, 2022. Stop in or give them a call today.
More than just a tire store. Don's Auto Service.
Stuart Morrison Ready Mix has been serving the Ozarks for over 3 decades. Think about that. And takes great pride in producing quality concrete, offering competitive prices. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix is ready to help you with all your residential, commercial, or agriculture concrete and rock needs. Give them a call today, 256-8171. Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, where you get concrete results every time.
The Zizzers play here on today's Hot New Country KDY.
Great start the fourth quarter with Reed Grigsby over here to my right. Jim Lambert in the booth across the way doing the video stream. Nate Hudson's our engineer back in the studio. I'm Harlan Hutchison. This drive started at their own 33. It's now at the Camdenton 33. At 30, the Zizzers have covered 34 yards, and they're moving it again between the 30s. Let's see what happens here on second down and 6. Staggered eye with McCracken in the backfield. Hafer in motion left to right, and a flag or a whistle will be blown, which usually results in a flag. Dead ball, illegal procedure, West Plains.
Didn't see what happened there, but I think maybe our left guard got a little bit anxious to get that play underway.
9 penalties on West Plains tonight. Now, I'm not sure how many yards, but enough to make a difference. Second down now and 11. Slot right, wide right, straight eye. They fake it to the left, throw to the right. It's caught by Jesse Hudson. Spins inside, ball slapped out of his hands, and it's going to be covered by the Camdenton Lakers on the fumble. And Camdenton has it to start the fourth quarter.
And that's huge. That is the thing that we did not need to happen on that drive, Harlan. But no use crying over spilled milk. It has happened. The defense better come out ready to play on this possession.
Jesse was running with the football, and somebody just reached in and just slapped it out of his hands, and the Lakers were on it in no time flat. So the ball is covered at the 27-yard line of Camdenton. And defensively, since the first drive of the ball game, we haven't done a great job of slowing them down. But if you're going to slow them down and get a stop, it really needs to be sooner rather than later. Or maybe force a turnover. That would be great down here. First down, Durnan with the pass out to the flat. Catch made, gain of about 5 as they'll take it across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Stewart on the reception that time. They're going to give him close to 6. It's second down. Quarterback draw. Again, this will be Shore, I believe, carrying the ball up near the 39-yard line.
I believe that was Durnan again. Shore was out here wide left.
It was Durnan that carried the football again that time. So it's enough for a first down as they get it to the 39. Still Durnan at quarterback. He'll run the draw play right up the middle, and they'll get tripped up around the 45 to the 46-yard line. Tackle made that time by, I believe, Jesse Hudson, one of them, and on the stop. Here's the snap out of the gun. Here he goes again on the run to the right. Looks for a little gap, slides forward, and he'll have easily enough. He only needed about 3 yards for the first down. That gets more than that and it'll be down at the 44-yard line of West Plains. 1st and 10 for the Lakers, and they're moving again. Durden at quarterback. Now they'll change the play. Bear Shore, the starting quarterback, wide left. They'll throw it to the right near the sideline. Stewart with the catch, and he'll be driven out of bounds on the far side of the 38-yard line by Jesse Hudson. They'll stop the clock. Well, he didn't stop the clock. Evidently, he was not out of bounds. But a good pickup on the play of about 6. Lakers want to play fast, fast, fast. Snap it back to the quarterback. Durden gets a stiff arm and is hog-tied and tackled by Briggs Houston at the 37-yard line. That's short of the first down. Only a gain of 1 on the play. 10 minutes to go. 24-14. Camdenton with the lead in the ball. And now they're going to put Bear Shore back there on 3rd down and about 3.5. Here's the quarterback draw right up the middle. He's hit hard as he gets to the line. That's short. That's not going to be a first down. 39.5-yard line. He's got to get it just inside the 39.
This is most definitely 4-down territory here. So, yeah, good decent spot for West Plains, and he's going to be way short of the first down, at least by a yard.
And so, on 4th down and short, Bear Shore comes out of the football game. So let's see what the Lakers do here. They need a quarterback. They're huddled up. Play clock is down to 5 seconds. They're going to get a delay of game. Well, one of those deals where the coaches caught it at the last second and called timeout on the far side. So the Lakers call time. 9 minutes to go. 4th and 1 at the West Plains 34-yard line. When we come back with the score 24-14, Camdenton. Back in a minute on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Are you in the market for a new home here in southern Missouri? Hi, this is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have over 20 years experience in real estate lending and can help guide you through the process. When you're ready for a loan, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex, just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
BAS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquarter 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
Bunch formation on 4th and 1 for Camdenton. They'll do the hard count. West Plains does not jump offside. Quarterback forward. It's going to be close. And the ball may have popped out on the play.
That's our ball.
Let's see. It's all about the mark. And West Plains says they did not make it. Wow.
I don't know if there's a turnover on downs or if he fumbled the ball. So I almost want to say they're calling it a fumble.
Well, they're putting it right back down where the ball was as it was snapped. Now, see, on a play like that, Camdenton lined up everybody on the line with 3 running backs behind Shore to give him a push. But my gosh, why don't you just spread everybody out and give him room to run, because we haven't been able to stop him yet. Here we go, 3 wide left, 1 to the right. From the 35-yard line, Aiden Simpson to the near side, little slant pass. It's caught by Hudson, 45-yard line, 50-yard line, and a first down as he gets it to the Camdenton 47.
Good throw, good catch by Jesse Hudson, and that play has been so effective all season. Players make plays, and you want to make sure that you get them the ball, and that's certainly the case with Jesse Hudson.
24-14, clock is running, 8:42 to go here in the 4th quarter. Looks like Lucas Conyers is in the backfield this time. Wide receiver to the right is Briggs Houston. They'll run the sweep to the right. Here's Heston Miller. He turns it up inside and gets something out of it. He'll pick up 3 to the 44-yard line. You can't break every run. You can't pick up 10 yards every run. Sometimes you just have to take what's there, and in that case, it was 3 yards, and he turned it upfield and got what he could.
Absolutely, and that's sometimes you're exactly right. That's what you have to do. And 3 or 4 or 5 yards of play, string a couple of those together, and that's a first down.
If the Zizzers could punch it in here, it would make things much more interesting. Spread set, play action pass over the middle, ball tipped, and it's intercepted. Off the hands of Watson Hafer and into the hands of, I think, a linebacker. Picked that off. 31 on the reception was Reese Waters. And the ball was deflected off of Watson's hands and right into his. So there's turnover, and boy, is that ever a gut punch right there.
That's a gut punch right there, absolutely. And that was a rather unfortunate play. Usually that's a surely caught ball by Watson Hafer, but it got bobbled around a little bit and unfortunately became the classic tip drill. Defensive player said, look what I got.
Camdenton has really, other than the quarterbacks running the ball, I don't know that anyone has a carry tonight besides a quarterback for Camdenton. First down and 10 from the 38. Bear Shore rolls right, throws underneath, and the pass is incomplete. There was some contact right at the very moment the ball got there. And that ball was broken up, I think, by Riley Kenslow. Nope, was not him.
Was it Will Stauffer over there?
Will Stauffer, you're right. It was Will Stauffer. Second down and 10. From their own 38. Quarterback draw. Here goes the quarterback, and he'll be bulldogged down by Miles Foster as he gets it up to the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And with the game the way it is, if West Plains can stop them short of a first down here, you would think that Camdenton would probably punt the ball away from their own end.
Sure.
Biggest play of the game right here for the West Plains defense. Bear Shore will go to the sideline and get the call and come back. The ball is at the Camdenton 45. They have to get it to their own 48-yard line. Hard snap count. Shore's going to run right, and he is hit and gets a first down. As he got it, it looks like probably to midfield. He picked up 2 more than he needed. Well, they're going to mark it at the 49. Still a yard more than he needed. That's a first down for Camdenton. And the bad part about that is that keeps the clock running down to 6:45 to go.
Yeah, now's the time we need a turnover, another turnover, or a huge defensive stand in a very short order here.
Got to reach in and rip it out here, regardless who has it. On 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. 4 to the left. Let's see if they run right. No, they're going to run left. And Shore will cut it back against the grain and be tackled at the 48. Gain of 3 on the play. Tackle made by Judd from the nose position. And it's 2nd down. They're going to milk this clock like a Holstein heifer now, you would think. Even though they line up no huddle, they're in no hurry right now. Under 6 minutes to play. 24-14 Camdenton. Both teams have scored a touchdown in this second half. Long snap, rolling to the right. This is Durnan on the carry at quarterback this time. And he'll take it to the sideline and be driven out of bounds near the first down marker. Clock stopped as that play went out of bounds.
They're going to mark it just shy of the first down, I believe. Well, he just decided to mark it right there. How about that?
How about it? 41-yard line is where the ball is marked. Ball carrier did go out of bounds to stop the clock. Still 5:33 to go. We could use a turnover right here. A little fumble right here would be well appreciated. Out of the snap, quarterback keeps it right up the middle, and he breaks through 2, 3 tackles, 4 tackles, and finally is tripped up across the 30, down the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards. We have not had an answer for Bear Shore running the football tonight.
We really haven't, and that's what makes Camdenton so hard to defend, that you have to account for Bear Shore. But then they have 5 wide receivers spread out wide. So if you bring in defenders to defend Bear Shore, then somebody's going to be open to the outside and they'll start picking you apart. So it's basically choose your own adventure. You remember those books? Do you want to get burned by Bear Shore? Or do you want to get burned by a wide receiver?
And now it is 1st and 10, and the ball is snapped at the 29. They actually ran the ball over the right side that time.
There is a flag on the play.
It was Bear Shore, so no need to get excited. Somebody else carried it, but
Legal
flag
shift.
down. Who was that on?
That was on Camdenton. I believe it's a legal shift.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. I want to thank all our sponsors that bring you Zizzer football here on KDY, Hurst Feed and Farm Supply, Zizzer Coin Laundry, Wilbanks Tire, West Plains Lock and Key as they mark off the penalty. Bringing you tonight's game in part, along with West Plains Bank and Trust and USA Mortgage, West Plains, Taylor Grubaugh, Chevrolet Buick GMC. Here we go on 1st down and 15. Clock again is stopped for the time. Also brought to you in part by Stuart Morrison Ready Mix, State Farm Insurance Agent Justin Shelby, SWP Quality Auto Glass, and TLG Peterbilt. 3 receivers to the left. Now they'll have 4 as they put a man in motion. Bear Shore will take it and roll to the left and run with it. He turns it inside, slips the tackle. Tackle made. The flag is down.
That's a block in the back.
At the 33.
So that will be that play will come back and back them up another several yards. I'm going to call hold.
So that will move it back to the 43-yard line and bring up now 1st down and a lot.
1st down and what, 23 or 4? Yep.
So they'll talk to head coach Joel Wyatt on the near sideline. And decide what to do from here. Well, that gives Camdenton another play to run, but it's still 1st down. Holding against Camdenton is declined. 2nd down and about 13.
You have to make a stand here either way, whether it's 24 yards or 12 yards. And what Coach Wyatt is thinking, I'm sure, is we're running out of time. We need to get them through their downs.
And this was the really downside of falling behind, because tough to play catch up against a team like this. 1st down or 2nd down, they say now, on 14. Rollout pass to the right. Durnan throws it to the corner. Man is open. He catches it, and it's a 1st down and goal to go at the 3-yard line. And who was that made the catch? I almost said can you believe it's Bear Shore again, but it's not.
Hayes Hewlett.
Hayes Hewlett, the receiver, is. They move it down to the 3, and they're getting ready to turn out the lights and sing the party's over from the 3-yard line. Bear Shore waits for the play clock to run down. It's down to 7. From the right hash mark, going right to left, he runs it left. He'll be spun around, 2 tackles missed, and now he'll be wrapped up by Miles Foster, and that will end that back at the 4-yard line.
He's tackled by number 63, Miles Foster.
That'll back them up a little bit. Still, nothing's happened yet, so we have to make a huge goal line stand here. and hopefully we can get the ball back with enough time to score quick.
Not an enviable position to be in here.
Right.
From the 4-yard line of West Plains, the Lakers threaten again. Which way will Bear Shore run this time? He's going to run right, gets to the side, and he'll be stacked up and driven out of bounds. I'll stop the clock. Quincy Doolittle, one of those that hit him and knocked him out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:57 to go. I bet Jeff Shore over there is just fuming that they took that thing to the side and allowed West Plains to stop the clock on that tackle.
Goal line defense. Put it on, you Zizzer defense believers on your feet.
24-14 with 2:57 to go. Big crowd out to watch the game tonight, but they're watching Camdenton try to finish it off. Quarterback keeper right up the middle, blasted up the middle, spun around, spins forward, and I believe it's in for a touchdown, and it is a touchdown. Big pileup right on the goal line, and Bear Shore got it across for the score, and that'll do it. 30-14 with 2:50 to go.
Yeah, that's a bad break right there.
With 2:50 to play in the ball game, Bear Shore picks up the score, and now they'll try the extra point. He has scored their last 2 touchdowns, for that matter. Well, he scored 3 of their touchdowns tonight. They'll try the extra point here. Durnan is the kicker. Durnan is the holder. Hold down, kick up. Looks good. And we have a big pileup where the ball was kicked. I don't see a flag down yet. Kick is good, and now 2:50 to play with the score. Camdenton 31, West Plains 14, and we're back in a minute on KDY.
Hi, Zizzer fans. It's the Long Brothers again.
Do you know what we love most about Zizzers football?
Cheerleaders?
Popcorn? Goodbye. Sure. We also love that it brings the community together to celebrate one thing we can all agree on, the love of our town.
So thank you, West Plains athletes, parents, fans, teachers, and coaches.
Thank you for your continued support of Long Electric.
Long Electric, 293-6884.
Hello, my name is Hazel Patel. My husband and I purchased a home through Assurance Realty with Angie Worley as our real estate agent. We were very happy with the process from start till the end. We have been very happy with her services.
Hi, this is Angie Worley with Assurance Realty. If you have property to sell in either Missouri or Arkansas, we are the brokerage for you. Call 417-372-5420 and ask how we can help prepare your home for a smooth transaction. And remember, at Assurance Realty, it's all about you.
Ozark Conference football excitement continues now with the Zizzers on KDY.
All right, back to play. And no penalty on that last play. 31-14. Here's the kick, a little pooch kick. It'll go to the near sideline now to bounds. So 1st and 10, West Plains at their own 35-yard line.
Down by 3 scores. I mean, at this point in the game, like you said earlier, I'm always on the positive side of things, but this ain't looking good.
When you've got Reed thinking dreary thoughts, things aren't good. That's for sure.
And I think that our coaching staff, when they go look at the tape, they're going to be pretty upset because we probably had the stats to win. We probably had the plays to win. Penalties and turnovers have been the story of this ball game for darn sure.
If you just look at the offensive stats, total yardage in the football game tonight, you're going to look at it and say, well, guess who won? Well, you could guess one way or the other because it's going to be pretty close, but the other stuff, that's the difference in the ball game.
Correct.
All right, going to throw it from their own 43. Man in motion, the snap, fake to Miller, step up, throw it deep down the right sideline. Briggs Houston is knocked to the turf as he went up for it, but 2 Lakers were there covering, and it's incomplete with 2:43 to go. One of those plays you just throw it up and hope your guy's able to come down with it.
That's a good person to throw it to. I mean, he's 6 or 8 inches taller than the defensive back, so you want to try to get it in the area of Briggs Houston and see if he can bring it down. Unfortunately, weren't able to do it on that play.
You're not going to see man-to-man coverage now. There's going to be somebody helping over the top. It's 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. Pressure from the outside, out to the flat. That ball is caught by Conyers, and he'll be hit from behind and tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 3. As the clock continues to move, and West Plains will have to hurry up. Or not that much. As Aiden gets the call from the sideline from Coach Joel Wyatt. Aiden Simpson with this time 3 receivers left, 1 right, single back is Lucas Conyers. Back to throw it. Looks to the flat, underneath, ball is incomplete. He had a little bit of pressure right in his face that time, and that pass off the mark. 4th down and 13. Next week, we'll regroup and play at Springfield Kickapoo.
Yeah, and Springfield Kickapoo is one of those teams that's been rebuilding over the last few years. They weren't very good, in my opinion, for, several years in a row, but it looks like they're on the upswing now. They always have a big team, and they always have a lot of talent, so that's going to be a challenge as well.
4th down and 7. Back to throw. Simpson, slant over the middle. The ball is caught by Miller. 50, 45. Tackle made at the 42-yard line of Camdenton, and that's a 1st down for West Plains with 1:56 to play. They'll come up to the line and reset from the 41. Simpson throws near side. That ball is dropped by Jesse Hudson. Stops the clock with 1:49 to play. Sponsors also for Zizzer football include Pepsi Mid-America, Ozarks Healthcare, Medical Equipment, along with Ozarks Healthcare, Ozark Hills Realty, Century 21, Monty's Outdoors, Long Electric, also Hawkins Home and Lawn, Esler and Harper, Don's Auto Service, Kern Incorporated, Captain D's, Butler, Heating and Air, Bureau, Brown Furniture and Appliance, also by Bailey Chevrolet, Pontiac GMC, and Assurance Realty. Timeout, West Plains. 1:49 to play with a score Camdenton 31, West Plains 14. Back in a minute on KDY.
If you are buying or selling real estate, you need an agent that will dot all the I's and cross all the T's. At Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty, they take pride in their customer-focused approach to every situation. Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. Don't settle for average. 417-255-2121.
This is Corey Taylor, broker at Century 21 Ozark Hills Realty. When you're ready to buy or sell property, come see us at 1822 Porter Wagner Boulevard in West Plains.
Mother Nature here, and I am not happy. Old Man Winter and I have been having words. I am determined to fight for warmer weather, but something tells me he's going to be a real jerk and turn on the cold whether I like it or not. Well, I'll show him.
Butler Heating and Air and GeoComfort can help. Call Butler Heating and Air in West Plains now for a free estimate on a GeoComfort geothermal system. Butler Heating and Air, your authorized GeoComfort geothermal dealer.
And we come back, and the snap on 1st down and 10 from the 41 of Camdenton. Aiden Simpson steps up in the pocket. Ball pops out. He falls on it. Loss of 5 back to the 46-yard line.
That's real unfortunate. He was getting ready to step up and throw, and Miller was wide open.
So we'll see in this last minute 34 as the clock continues to run if the Zizzers can push it down the field and add a little cosmetic work to this final outcome. Back to throw again. Pressure from the outside. Steps up. Now has to get away, and he does. 45-yard line, 40-yard line. Tries to get to the corner. Does. 35, 32. Not quite the 30. 33-yard line for Aiden Simpson. Nice run on the play. Gain of 13. That's a 1st down No, it's not a first down. That's going to be short. They're going to mark him down at the 34, so it's going to be about 3 yards short.
4th and 3 for the Zizzers. This is probably, if we don't convert here, going to be the last play of this game for the West Plains Zizzers.
From the 34-yard line of Camdenton. Simpson back to throw it. He looks deep down the right sideline. Ball is overthrown and intercepted and down at the 1 yard line. Watson Hafer tripped up the defender after the pick was made. He had to throw the ball into double coverage, and that is going to be it for the Zizzer offense tonight as the Lakers pick it. Oh, they call it incomplete. Boy, I sure thought he picked that off.
I did too, but it must have hit the turf. It would have worked in our favor for it to be an interception, actually.
So they'll move it back to the line of scrimmage around the 34-yard line. It'll be first down. Camdenton will snap it once, and this football game will be over. And now Camdenton is going to call a timeout for purposes, I'm sure, of getting some new people out there, although I see mostly familiar ones at this point. Well, they're just going to take a knee anyway. I mean, that's what you'd expect them to do in this particular situation. Camdenton took a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Bear Shore on a 1 yard run. Second quarter, West Plains tied it at 9-19 when McCracken went in for 3 yards out. But then Camdenton scored the next 2 touchdowns, or the next 2 scores in the first half. They got a 13-yard touchdown pass from Shore to Hewlett. And then, as time ran out in the half, Durnan kicked a 41-yard field goal to make it 17-7. West Plains made it a 17-14 game when Simpson hit Hafer on a 10-yard touchdown pass. Made it 17-14. But from that point forward, 1:13 in the third, Shore a 4-yard run. And then in the fourth, Shore another 4-yard run. And that's pretty much the football game right there. Here we go on what likely will be the last play of the ball game. The snap back, Shore takes the knee, and that is going to do it. The final score, the Camdenton Lakers relieve and satisfy some old ghosts here tonight. The Zizzers have kind of had their way with them over about the past 5-6 years, but
yeah, I was going to say, I think it's the second time in the last 7 or 8 games that they've beaten us, and then, like I said, this has always been a great series, and it was their turn.
They're the better team tonight. They win at 31-14. 1 minute break, and we wrap it up next here on KDY.
The team at Ozarks Healthcare Orthopedic and Spine is focused on your athlete's health. That's why they are on the sidelines cheering you on and ready to step in should anything happen. Dr. Edwin Roeder is proud to be the Zizzer team physician. The Ozarks Healthcare team sends best wishes to all athletes for safe play and great sportsmanship. For more information about the OZH Orthopedic and Spine, please visit www.ozarkshealthcare.com.
Are you in the market for a new home in the West Plains area? Hi, my name is Michaela Jones with USA Mortgage. I have many years of real estate lending experience and want to help you find the right loan. So when you're ready to purchase that new home, find me on Facebook or in the Silver Springs Business Complex just off Bypass 63 in West Plains. We are USA Mortgage.
JS Acquisition Company, LLC, DBA USA Mortgage, NMLS 227262. Not a commitment to lend. Additional terms and conditions apply. Headquartered 12140 Woodcrest Executive Drive, Suite 150, St. Louis, Missouri. 63141. Toll free 888-250-6522.
It's back to the field for more Zizzer football action on Hot Country KDY.
Back with Reed Grigsby, 31-14 final scores. Camdenton wins, and an impressive win for them tonight. I don't know who's going to win the Ozark Conference, but I can tell you this. Camdenton in the first 5 weeks have played 4 road games. So they're going to play the majority of the second half of the season all at home at Bob Shore Stadium, and that's going to make it tough for whoever goes in there. But you know, this football team from Camdenton, they rely on their quarterback to do pretty much everything. And he did do everything tonight for them.
Yeah, I mean, he was a one-man wrecking ball for us, for sure, for them, for sure. You know, he was making some nice passes, some excellent runs in between the tackles, and we didn't have much of an answer for that tonight. Much different team, similar offense, but a much just different team than Glendale. They just had so many weapons that we had to account for, that somebody was going to be open somewhere, and they were able to burn us on that strategy.
You say, what's the difference in this game and the first 4 games that West Plains won? Caliber of opponent, I think, is probably the biggest difference here, because we didn't really play much differently than we have in the first 4 weeks of the season. We've had lots of penalties each game. We've been able to overcome that. Problem is, when you start playing Camdenton and Kickapoo and Lebanon, that has a whole different effect.
Yeah, I mean, there's some obvious things we need to clean up, and we've said that the whole game. But I'm fairly pleased with the way that we played. We were able to move the ball, and Camdenton's a very good defensive team as well. And if you take out the penalties and some of the other things that were going on, and we were able to move the ball and look good doing it at times. So you take out those penalties, take out the turnovers, string together a few more drives like what we had in the second and third quarter, then we'll get back in the win column pretty soon.
Final score is 31-14, and want to thank Grigsby over here to my right, Jim Lambert across the way with the live video stream work, and also Nate Hudson in the studio engineering our broadcast. Our next one will be next Friday night from Kickapoo High School, and that'll be the Zizzers taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs in Ozark Conference play. So till then, we hope you have a great weekend. Fall is here. That's something to celebrate, and we'll see you next Friday night. Till then, again, the final score, Camdenton 31, West Plains 14, as we say good night from McDonald's Field at Zizzer Stadium.